right. And the last thing he says, and he starts to speak, and you can tell that he can't get it out, right? So you put it over, and he says, "Stay nerdy." And he dies. And you're like, no!
Yes, he's stay nerdy.
God damn it.
All right. Okay.
I give Scott inspiration.
Well, that was the great thing is you were in the back of the fan. I was like, oh,
we
there's God.
Killed off one of the fans.
All right. So, yeah.
One of many.
All right.
No, we have to have like this sort of death tally of the campaign, and like how people writing out how people die.
So, jewelry store, revivify. You have 45 seconds.
Okay.
So were any of these guys...
There's Steelers Row! Yes, that's actually is not that far away.
But
it's not 45 seconds.
Completely cleared them, and now you have really important information about the eggs. When people touch the eggs, it's really a big deal. Right. Now, I do want you guys to realize this, okay? Just all right. So
when you touch the eggs, you get a level.
Raise your hand if you're of good alignment. All right, so you guys realize this, all right? Oh, and you're good alignment. Okay.
You are? Yeah, good.
Chaotic. Yeah, that's good alignment. You realize that, you guys, this is like a power pinata, right? These eggs are a power pinata. But there are people on the other side who are like, what? Why can I swing my sword the way I need to? All this power is coming from someone on the other side. For you guys, you've already been gifted. You get a sense that it would probably be wrong to just, continue to draw from it. But you also realize that these eggs are incredibly valuable because they're literally like a connection to power from the D&D world.
Funnel.
Right?
Here's a question.
You guys, wait, before we go, you guys happen to know a few thousand people who would like D&D levels. Okay, so just kind of grasp that.
Also, too,
I'm getting some jumper cables. I'm hooking off to the egg.
So interesting little tidbit. So once poor Roman, who had monk levels passed, did those levels go back to whomever they originated from?
We don't
Are they
know.
accessible for somebody else?
Wait, say that one more time.
So
Roman got four
levels of monk.
He wasn't just a commoner. So
do they go back? Do they go back to the pool, or are they just lost?
Able to deflect arrows on that glass.
I would have thought you guys are going to hate this.
Yeah.
All right. You have 4 monk levels. You're in his blood. And it literally seeps up, and you have his levels now.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Okay.
So we have to give power to people and have them meet their end.
Wait, you already have 2! It's ridiculous. So yes, the power stays here, and it is Highlander connected. If you are right there with the person when they die, you that's crazy.
All right. First and foremost, we got to clean up the scene, which means we're getting all those guns.
Yeah, I'm searching for guns, body armor, explosives.
Drugs? It's the end of the world. I mean, we're juggalos.
Painkillers.
Oh, so you guys looting the juggalos?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm going to be really
celerity.
careful
I
about
don't
this in
need
case
drugs.
we're booby trapped, but yeah.
I don't need a drug.
Wait. I've seen CSI. Rubber gloves? To be honest.
Yeah. So as long as I can kind of get a feel that I'm not going to get my shit blown up by doing this, I absolutely nothing else. The M4s are definitely up for grabs. They should be on the ground somewhere.
All right. So from the juggalos, all right, and I need to grab something real quick.
Glock 40, M911.
Bottle of vodka, painkillers.
What was the other thing that Romo had given us? I got the Android, the M911 pistol.
You got a mag light
and a blade, a blackened blade.
There is $500 cash on them. There are 3 credit cards. each and roll these up. They each have.
What am I rolling?
Yeah, you're rolling 3D10. 3D10. Yeah, and each one is the number of hundreds that are available on those credit cards. All right. You have all of their IDs. All right. And
the first one has 1,500.
Right. You have. Actually, and you're
Second
actually able
2,200.
actually one of the ARs from. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let me know.
And the last one has 1,600.
Okay. And then you have 3 AR-15s, and you know what they do because you've seen it firsthand. All right. And by the way, they have a 10 times sight on it, so 70 feet looks like 7 feet. And they also have a laser sight on the bottom, which if you fire a single shot gives advantage to that shot. All right. Yeah.
How did asshole jugglers get equipment like this? Is my first question.
They got more than that.
I think
yeah,
reasonably
way more
efficient
than
with
that.
something like that, right?
They've plenty of
In the pocket of the juggalo who hit you is the deck of illusions. So they have clearly already linked up with Uja, right? And he is the one who has sent them clearly. Then also, one of them has bracers, on him, which is +2 armor.
Ooh,
and
I would very much like those.
yeah. The other one has an amulet of health. And
you want that too?
Not really. It won't do anything for me.
Are you
What does
maxed
it
out?
do?
It gives you like an 18 or 19 con, I think.
Are you already maxed out?
I have an 18.
and they each have the ammunition in the AR-15s and the 3 mags each for each weapon are +3 ammunition.
Oh snap!
So there's 9 mags of +3 ammunition.
All right. So that is all the gear you get from them, and also you guys are over these guys, and you realize like you pull down the bandana, and they're straight humans, like just regular human people.
What kind of alcohol and drugs do they have on them?
They have none. They
No
are
alcohol. Like I just really want the alcohol. The
Are
other
you
stuff
saying
we-
you think juggalos use alcohol and drugs?
Yes.
I don't think so.
So,
I do not think so.
So
after we're done searching them, just out of spite for killing Roman, I'm going to shoot one of them in the head.
Oof.
What a waste of ammunition.
Yeah, all right.
It's +3.
+3 ammo.
You said the Glock. Just out of pure spite. I'm pissed off. This guy has died in my hand.
So we
shot
stop
the
making
body.
bullet noises, please. Gunfire. Get out of here.
It is Philadelphia, but
I understand that
Fair enough.
that the majority of the cops, the EMTs, the firemen are all currently
Occupied.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
thing.
But
too.
eventually,
Let's drive away our
it's
So
probably
I need
good.
everybody
Go,
but
guys.
you. I need everybody but you to roll. Actually, yeah, you're gonna roll charisma.
Just
Charisma
straight
with
up-
y-
just straight up
with
is
your
it
bonus. Yeah.
charisma or is it
Charisma.
persuasion?
Yeah, I will allow persuasion as well.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So persuasion.
Good luck.
all right.
I just need to know the highest. 15. What do you got? 15. What do you got, Dave?
11.
11.
25.
25. Okay. 25. What do you got?
14.
14. It's you. All right. Your phone. You're getting a call, but it's from an unknown number.
Sure, okay.
All right. Okay. So you take it, and it says, "Hello. Is this Ted Adams?"
Yes.
And it's a lady's voice. She says, "I am Mary Alice Whittingham." She says, "Are you part of Nerdarchy?"
Yes.
She says, "It is really imperative that I meet with you as soon as possible." And she says, "And actually, to tell the truth, I would like to offer you something of great value right now, but I think you are a smart man. I already know that from having seen some of your content. And I believe, by the way, she has a little bit of a southern accent, right?
Okay.
And she's seems kind of proper, right? As she's speaking, she says, and as you may already know, I'm starting to think that whatever I could offer you of value may not be of high value soon. I'm not sure what I could offer you, but I cannot impress on you how important it is I meet with you as soon as possible."
And where are you?
She says, "I can meet you anywhere you wish to be in as little as 30 minutes. You name the place."
They should come with a hot and ready.
We've got cheesesteaks here.
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, but pizza and cheesesteaks.
It's the whole thing. Put it together.
I
Wrap
like
it together.
pizza. So we give her a location that's
Okay.
a good ways away from here.
Right. Okay.
I give
So actually, so you think? What are you thinking? Where would you go in Philly? You thinking
Can you meet
anywhere?
up somebody? Well, we have cheesesteaks, so we have to do it out in the park. Clark Park.
Clark
West
Park. You got it.
Philadelphia.
All right.
So eating with cheesesteak. So I'm discussing like the fact that we just got some pretty sweet gear. The bracers are the amulet.
Bracers, I think, should go to him. I would like the amulet. Since I'm the healer, it's best to keep the healer up. I mean, you're not going to be going into melee.
I got shut the fuck up trying to not be in the middle of everything already.
But it had nothing to do with an armor class. So.
It's a rebel.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
I kind of wish I was a halfling. All right, fine. I'll see that all go.
9th level spells.
What's that? Yeah,
And we can make you a halfling.
Right. There you go.
All right. So Clark Park, right? Okay.
Khan becomes a knight.
All right. And so she says, "So you're willing to meet with me?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I cannot thank you enough. I know you don't know me. I will make sure this is a beneficial meeting for you, and thank you again. I really appreciate it. I know there's a lot going on. I'll see you in 30 minutes." Right, and at that point, Dave, actually, you get into the driver's seat because you have expertise, and you are going full on, right? All right, now, anything else before? Oh, and you guys are on your phones, and you just see, one, everything matches as the news that's coming out, that what you're seeing is exactly what it appears to be. But you also get the idea that 0 people other than your fans are picking up on what, and another are picking up on what's actually happening. And the reason why is there is absolute blast on every channel. Terrorist, alien, lizard people, there's just chaos on every social network.
We should put another video out there.
That's what I was thinking. A video while driving to this location.
Get people to spread the word to those in the niche.
I got this covered. All right.
RPG one shot for
yeah.
While we're going, wherever we're going, I'm gonna start I'm on my phone.
Dude, hashtag the other YouTube channels.
Private charter jets. What's the quickest way to get to Alabama? Because if that's where we're eventually headed, might as well get there quickly. So.
All right.
And then
I'm
you're
doing
trying to find a
we're both shot the hell up. So
Right.
can you do something with that?
Oh wow, that's true. You're bleeding with bullet in you. Holy crap!
Let's shoot the video while you guys are healing on the video. This will be amazing.
Yeah. Oh
So,
my gosh,
think of the views.
Yeah. Nerdarchist Dave here from Nerdarchy, for nerds, by nerds. Again, with a crew of special guests and a couple gunshot wounds. Look, we're going to put this one out. We're going to put it all over the place. We're going to put it in the one-shot group in the RPG Brigade. You guys got to know what's going on. And by the way, fuck juggalos. Fuck them. They're juggalo ass. Beware the juggalos.
Put it in the park for a minute. All right, you see Nerdarchist Ryan here is totally bleeding from a
There's
gunshot
Ryan
wound.
here bleeding from gunshot wounds.
quick DM note. I'm sure that not all juggalos would assist an evil wizard who came from.
Maybe some of them would.
This reflects only a portion of the juggalo community.
Yeah.
So
These evil means happen to be juggalos.
Exactly. Thank you, Nate. Thank you.
by the power of the city of brotherly love, 16 points of magic.
Are you healing him or marrying him?
I'm good.
Are you fully healed?
I'm by the power of Gygax and the city of brotherly love. I am healed.
So,
By the way, when you're done, when you're healed, there's an image of Benjamin Franklin as he actually looked. That comes into your mind as you're healed from the power of Philadelphia.
Does he look like Ralph Archibald, the official Benjamin Franklin, who charges $17.76 for his appearances? True fact.
I'm sure he does.
It is a true fact.
Does. It's exact. Right. It's very good. All right. And were you healed as well? How much healing? Oh, you're going to do his healing there?
I didn't
he
take
didn't take the damage.
No, because you've got 19 levels.
Oh, and you're healing yourself?
I was dealing with hit points, gained first.
And then what were you telling your fans? You're showing them that he's
What
real.
do we want to tell them specifically?
Well, we need
I'm just going to fire off a bunch of Eldritch Blasts.
beyond the magical healing that they just witnessed. We need to get people who are in the niche, in the know, to not only spread the word, but to get the other YouTube channels that we know to do the same thing.
Okay.
Get a VR response to this video out as soon as possible. SR2 Joker, Gaming with
Red Dice
Cheers,
Diaries, SR2 Joker, DFC,
Click,
Be a Better Game.
Spoony, whoever watches this, do a
Spoony
video
will never watch
No,
this.
fuck Spoony. He doesn't care about the community at all.
Spoony will never watch this.
I don't care. I don't care who does it. We need everybody to see this, to see that it's real, to see what's going on, and to get the word spread. I don't care if you're a competitor of Nerdarchy, a friend of Nerdarchy. We got to get the people in the know to the people who don't know, don't believe, because this is real. You just saw it. This is a streaming live. There's no way this
Competitor,
is
dude. We play a game.
Whatever.
Well, we clearly have a competitor. Some fucker's shooting at us. So that's... He probably Uja has his own damn YouTube channel. Sure.
So at that point,
till next time, stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy, fuck Uja, and possibly juggalos.
so at that point, you guys are speeding along, and you also start texting your family, and the family is saying, "Hey, William has taken great care of us."
His family hasn't moved into that technological age, so they're in the dark. They're all
They're
together.
saying
So.
that the trip up has been really has been going really well, but they're also not sure of what route they're starting to get to some blocked areas, and you immediately start sending free routes to them. That series like here's how they need to get up to Canada. These are the routes that are going to be clearest, and so you start sending information to them.
Thanks, Siri, and I swat her on her digital ass. Yeah.
And actually they say they stop for White Castle and everything's going great.
Oh, White Castle. It'd be pretty easy to get some White Castle.
All right. Yeah. So at that point, you guys are speeding over. You get to Clark Park. Okay. And so you get to Clark Park, and you come down to you actually drive the van into Clark Park, and you're there for about it's 25 minutes. There's about 5 more minutes pass, and at that point, a helicopter starts to come down into Clark Park, right? And it comes out, and it actually sets down, gleaming black helicopter, right?
Oh, this can't be
There's
bad
a
at
male
all.
pilot. He remains in the helicopter, right? And they
Is he wearing a suit and sunglasses?
he is, even though it's like 11 p.m. now, right?
There you go. Here's the burst of road.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. There you
Put
go.
it on, because otherwise you don't have it.
So at that point, you
I don't
guys.
think they're going on.
So at that point, you guys, you go in. The helicopter lands, and out of the helicopter comes a woman. She gets out. She's in a very, probably a very, very expensive skirt and like a blazer. She's got what
So, like,
appears.
expensive
Yeah,
suit.
exactly. But not business suits, right?
Anywhere.
There's no markings on the helicopter. No, yeah, it's
what's
pure
around
black.
us?
What's that? But it doesn't look. It's clearly not government either.
Like, what's around us?
My
You're in
neighborhood.
Clark Park. Could
My
you explain-
neighborhood.
Yeah. Could you
I
describe Clark Park?
live like 5 or 6 blocks
Is there
away from
cover?
it. There's trees.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna hide.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so you go over, and actually, you now are you taking an AR-15 with you?
Hell yeah, I'm taking the freaking rifle with me. What kind of question
Now,
is
actually,
that?
you're able now from 60 feet away. It looks like 6 feet, like so you can see like exactly what they're saying. And you can see
It's
their
like you're looking
faces.
across the table.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah,
yep.
exactly.
Yeah,
and
I'm
also
gonna
you
hide.
keep your finger off of the laser
Laser.
sight. Yeah, exactly.
Well, wouldn't it be a non-visible laser that would
Well,
be
no,
visible through
there's
the
a scope, and then there's a laser
So
sight.
what's the furthest range out on an
Got it.
AR-15?
What doesn't have
What's
to be
that?
red?
What's the furthest range out on that thing?
Oh well, it's easily 60 feet, and that's as far as he is.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
probably like
hold on to
500
one of those
feet.
too, just in case. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so you're actually gonna put one on
Your
your back?
electric blast goes out
Right.
to 600 feet.
So
Yeah, it does, but it also does way less damage.
you guys, hop out of the van, and this woman starts to come over to you, and she's in a black skirt, and she has very expensive, what look like to be Italian shoes, but she looks very proper and prim, right? And she's very thin, she's extremely pale, and she has blonde hair, and she appears to be about 50 years old. Next to her, in pure white, right, all white, high heel shoes, right, which is a little weird in the park because you can see they're like a little careful as they're walking forward. There are 2 25-year-old women. One has brown hair and the other one is blonde like the other woman, but they don't appear to be related in any way. They each look distinct. They're all Caucasian, and so they walk forward. And she says, "Thank you so much, Mr. Adams."
Thank you.
She says, "Are you?" She says, "Are you Ryan Friant?"
Friant, but yes.
Friant, excuse me, thank you. Right, and again, she has a southern accent, and she says, "David Friant,"
Right.
and she says, "And Nathan Riggins,"
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
It is very excellent to meet you. Thank you again for meeting me. I owe you a huge favor to be named by you simply for meeting with me because we are in the middle of chaos." And she looks over and there's a building burning, like there's smoke coming up from 2 blocks away, right? And she goes, "You took this time to meet me."
All right, we came under gunfire not all that long ago. Can we jump to the case?
Absolutely. She says, "I am told that you, sir, are one of the foremost experts for Dungeons and Demons. Is this true?
Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't know about
No, I think Demons.
foremost expert, but we know a lot about a game called Dungeons and Dragons.
She says, do you have any of the books?
Oh, yeah.
We all pull out a book bag.
All right, she says, excellent. She says, and Victoria, she says, I'm sorry I did not introduce her. She said, I am Mary Alice Whittingham. This is Victoria. These are my assistants, Victoria and Heather. And Victoria and Heather say, oh, we're sorry. One, we understand that you need these. If you, these, and we're not going to try to trick you. These are now some of the most valuable books on the planet. Because from what we've already heard.
Even the ones that are falling apart?
That is exactly what. So we're here for several reasons, but let's deal with the minor. And Heather says, "I would like to deal with the minor tasks. We would like to offer $20,000 cash." And she actually pulls up like a Chanel bag. Right? And she says, "And we have more of these in the helicopter for any extra."
I actually think I'm gonna fly into a barbarian rage at this point. We have girls chasing us down with money because of D&D. Oh my God, the injustice of it all. My high school years wasted.
I would like to purchase any extra copies, any copies you are willing to sell of the core books. We are willing to purchase at $20,000 per. This is our minor request.
So since I'm not exactly right next to them because I'm hiding, I'm going to use the cantrip message and ask Dave, should I shoot them?
What is your answer?
He can whisper back.
Yeah. What is your answer?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Thinking about it. I'm very angry.
Okay. All right. So, does anybody sell any of their D&D books for $20,000?
Dave,
sure.
you do have like 2 PHBs, man.
Oh, but wait. Your son Dave took the other one. Oh, you're like, it's not in my bag.
Well,
Right. And also, you have a mixed feeling. You're like, that book's worth $20,000, but my son took it. It was
I
important.
think this is what we need.
You think you only need the monster magic?
Although we each have a set of the books, so we only need a couple of sets. I mean, really.
So if there's
One set, right? Those?
Yeah.
Well,
as long as they don't catch on fire.
you
She
can
says
just
that, I
look
start
at it,
opening mine
scan
and
it.
flipping
You've got
through
it in your
and it's
memory.
like
He's
skimming
got it. You've got
And
multiples.
she says,
We're good.
well, she says,
Not that I'm part of the conversation.
So she says, I understand that you do not wish to part from them. I have chosen the right people to speak to about. She says, here's what I really came for. Keep your books, and you were right to do that because we, right now, we need as much knowledge as possible.
So didn't you say that we now have a thing that we can look at anything
Yes,
and like
absolutely.
memorize it? So really, we do only need one set of the books, and we could solve because we.
As soon as she said,
Yeah,
I'll buy it for
we'll
cash,
start- we'll
I
start
opened it
memorizing
up and
the
started
books.
reading it and like
We'll
flipping
start-
through.
yeah.
For
Oh, so that you can go. I didn't understand.
It was kind of a bargaining tactic.
how about
so that's what I'm looking at.
part with one full set for $60,000?
2 full sets.
Twofold, yeah. I mean, we only need one
120.
set.
Yeah, 120. I hear
You're
120.
gonna learn how to get
Okay, she says, that is excellent. So we'll take those, and then so Heather runs back and brings and there's $40,000 in each Chanel bag, right? So they give you 3 Chanel bags for 120. You hand over 3 sets of these. Now you have full knowledge of that, and you have full knowledge of those in your head, correct? All right. And she says, so I do not know how to find this, but I have heard that there is a spell that is called resurrection. Is this correct?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes, he's an expert.
She said, would you
never
show me
mind.
this book where it is?
So I pull up the HP. I turn to the spell section. It's all in alphabetical order. So if you look here, you can scroll down through, and here it is.
Right, and so she says, and so she starts reading the resurrection spell, and she says, and then she goes to Heather. She goes, did George die of old age? And Heather goes, no, he didn't die of old age, right? And she says, here's what we wish. We have been following your channel. We know nothing about dragons and daggers, but we do know a lot about YouTube, and you guys have been building an excellent following around YouTube. She says, we believe you. We believe what you're saying is true, and we want in. We want a resurrection as soon as possible, and we want to purchase it now. And this is what our first offer is. We will bring you 3 eggs within 24 hours. I'm connected to multiple militias that can easily accomplish this, and we will deliver you 3 eggs to any location you wish if you can promise us 1 resurrection within 3 days.
Within 3 days.
The way
Well,
Scott's
if the
kids
right
out
arm's
will be
going,
there
that's
in no
not going to be a
time.
problem.
All right, we need to crack some clerics over top of.
No, me. I'm already
yeah.
Well, no, yeah. Well, no, if it's your class, you won't get those levels, I think. Yeah, or you have to find a cleric to Highlander them.
Exactly. All right. So
Let's see here.
So
Yeah,
as a resident cleric there,
Duncan.
Ted, when do you think that's going to be a possibility?
Well, at this rate, a few hours ago, I didn't have any magic. Now,
3 days, who knows? I mean, a god.
So let's see here. It's a 7th circle
10 levels.
spell.
seventh circle, exactly. You could say level because like only they say it on the other. They're like
That's why.
seventh
That's
circle.
why I did the quotation.
Yeah. Thank you. Air quotes. Yeah.
So
I start trying to speak chaotic good and see if anybody replies back at me with chaotic good.
No, there's no alignment languages yet.
What?
No.
All right.
all right,
Not
so,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I would need 8 levels of cleric in order to make that happen.
So you're saying? So what are you going to tell her?
Well, I'm the first cleric that this city, has ever had. And
Quite possibly the only. So I mean, he as his agent, he is in quite high demand. I mean, everybody in Philadelphia, all the daily talk shows, they want to
Is
talk
it the
to
Pope
him.
coming next week or something?
Yes,
And
yes,
he's actually kind of more powerful and more of a big deal than the Pope. Like, I mean, really, when you think about it.
Pope can't do lay on hands.
Pope can't heal anybody for real. I mean,
so
that we know of.
I'm a ways away from that ability, but I don't know, like, in order for me to get the power, I would literally be draining power from the people who live in another realm.
Well, isn't
That would
resurrection
certainly
for
not
like
be a problem for us.
Isn't resurrection like a finger bone or something? I mean, if we've got a body, it's a weaker spell.
I would
isn't it?
need a gem that's worth 1,000 gold. So
certainly
I have no idea, what gold translates to in.
Yeah, we went off to the gold standard like some decades ago, so I don't even know what that is.
The gold pieces usually
Buy people.
an ounce.
I would need to know who
$1,500
this George person is and why you feel he's so important. That
But $150,000.
She says that is completely a completely valid request. As I said, I am Mary Alice Whittingham. I am a direct descendant, and I, Heather, and Victoria are all members of the Daughters of the American Revolution.
Okay.
Which is a real group, by the way. And she says, DM.
Are you talking George Washington?
Yes. We wish
DAR?
to resurrect George Washington.
Holy fuck.
So
She says, language, sir.
you want to resurrect George Washington?
Well, she says, I am not the president of the Daughters of the American Revolution, but I am texting her at the moment, and all of the resources of our organization are determined to have this done. She says, because this nation needs it.
Now it needs patent.
It's George Washington.
It's George Washington, the father of our country. I'm a while I've never served, I am definitely a loyal American and a patriot. But bringing him back after all of these years, I think he'd be
Overwhelmed?
overwhelmed. What's it? Time struck? What is the proper terminology?
Man out of time.
Man out of time. He wouldn't know how to exist in this world.
I must be
really
honest.
changed the
There was a
universe.
large debate within our organization on whether this should be George Washington or Ronald Reagan. We have decided that it should be George Washington. There are some people in our organization who believe the same as you, that he will have a difficult time adjusting to the modern world. Mr. Ronald Reagan wouldn't have. He would have been able to give us the same leadership. But I do not have the authority to change who we're choosing. I only have the authority to make this deal. And if I understand what you guys are saying, is this not a fair deal? There are only 10 of these eggs from what we have seen.
Yes, but I don't think we can promise you such a thing in 3 days.
If I had the capability now, I could consider making this deal, but I don't have that power.
Is there, she says, that's here. You said there were no clerics here. But from what you're saying, this book says there are other worlds, correct?
Yes,
Is there anyone on the other world who could do it?
absolutely.
the four of you and the four, because you're in a
they
tree.
have no idea I'm
You're
there.
in a tree. Are no one else? Tell me if I'm wrong. No one else in this world is better positioned to get me to who I need to have this done than you guys. Am I correct about that?
You're absolutely correct. To our knowledge.
So let me ask you this.
To our player knowledge.
She asked me this. We have immense resources. We have men who've been training for the fall of this society for quite a while.
This is the only deal I can make you. I will take whatever help I can get to secure these eggs so that they don't fall into the wrong hands. If I have and gain the power to bring him back, I will consider listening to your arguments as to why we should do it. And that I will use my best judgment to make my decision.
But he really wasn't the brilliant general. I'm just gonna say, he just kind of got lucky. He home field advantage. He was.
As soon as you say that, Heather stamps her foot. She's like, "Do not speak ill of the founding fathers."
This is. But, here we are.
He used to smoke a lot of weed.
He did do that.
I'm trying to gather her in. As to the best of my knowledge, there isn't anyone else.
Are you saying you have 3 of the eggs?
No, we can get them within 24 hours. I have
militias.
She says, "Yeah, I have multiple militias we can send out to retrieve these eggs."
All right, I won't give Spart the order to start shooting.
So here.
She had the eggs.
Here is the best deal I can offer you. I am in this world at this time, possibly the only one who has a chance to do this. We have the connections, we have the knowledge to try and bring these things together. First and foremost, we need to keep all of this out of the wrong hands.
Agreed.
So
if we had enough of the eggs, I'm almost positive we can open the way to Fay Run. So even if he can't get the power to raise George Washington, someone there can. Matter of fact, we seen one of our friends resurrected by a wizard there.
She says,
and we're personal friends with her.
"So be it. She says, I will set my men into action immediately to gain the 3 eggs. Will you give me your word that you will do everything possible to, if there is any opportunity to raise George Washington through resurrection, he will be first upon the list to receive the spell?"
I told you, from my personal power, the best I can do is consider and hear your arguments. And if I feel it is a valid and just cause, then I will do it.
We wish to raise, she said, and so she says,
I'm not going to go around in circles.
Right.
I don't have the power right now, and I don't have the time to go around in circles.
Agreed. But we believe that you will have the power, or you will be in contact with someone soon who does.
Yes.
What we wish to do is, we believe now that these 2 worlds are merged, that resurrection will be available to some people. We want George Washington to be at the top of that list.
The only thing we can do, I can promise you, is I can promise you to put you in touch with a sorcerer that can that has cast the spell. I can't make her do anything. I can give a recommendation. George Washington was a
Would
good
you
guy.
agree to this? Would you agree to allow Heather to go with you?
I have a 24 knowledge history check just to remember as many George Washington facts as I can, and probably remember the flukishness of the success of the American Revolution. Yes. Which I'm just going over in my head, and maybe even intoning Siri as I look through the facts of how it all almost fell apart.
That is true.
Yeah. More to my point of the formation of the Americas just being kind of lucky.
Maybe
but also
just
Siri's
had luck, legendary.
I don't think any of this will be helpful to her. We'll convince her, but
I'm trying to keep the conversation here, and everyone else keeps jumping in with other things that are not helpful for my cause. So
I'm trying to get the eggs. I'm trying to get some eggs.
She's
and
saying,
that's what I'm trying to work.
You. Go ahead.
I'm trying to work that angle as well, but we need other things. So
what other things? We're supposed to get
the swords, the eggs and the swords. We have to get it all.
Yeah, well, having someone working on the eggs for us leaves us free to get the swords.
Yeah, well, what if they can do more? if near the eggs
well,
say
George
are the swords.
Washington.
All right.
So
What's the worst that happens? They collect.
shut up.
You're not even there.
Finish out. Go ahead.
So apart from these eggs, the barriers between these worlds also brought items of power. And I gesture to Nate, and he
Well, that's the
was
great
able
sword.
to pull forth this
pull
sword.
a little bit out of it, and
In the
all
area,
frosty.
Huh. I wonder if they have this information, or you're giving them information they don't have, which is.
Well, he's saying it, so are you going to stop him, like by
Yeah, you
physically
can.
interrupting him about it?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
in the area where these eggs appeared, there should be items like this. We need those as well. So if you want us to do this, we need those as well.
Oh yeah. So you're trying
So-
persuasion, right?
That
I
is-
will say 15 moderate.
Oh, yeah,
What do you
it's over 20.
Oh yeah, you easily got it. So and you should get advantage because they
I
crazy want what they're
I
asking
already
for. She says, so you would wish for 3 of these objects as well.
3 eggs, 3 swords, and we'll put them at the top of the list.
And we get you 1 resurrected stiff.
Which would you agree to this as well, Mr. Friant?
I'll trade a Washington for 3 magic dragon eggs and yeah.
Mr.
swords.
Friant?
I already told you, we'll do everything in our power.
Mr. Riggins?
Yes.
She says, I believe you are all honorable men. I will dispatch my men immediately.
Personally,
She says,
I would have preferred it if it was Ronald Reagan. Would have really pissed off the Democrats and liberals. But, hey, George Washington, I'll go with it.
She says, if you would, she says, can I send Heather with you? She has his remains, and we would like him to be as close as possible to you so that as soon as you have access, it can occur.
You know, one
That's not
one
very
friend of us took a glass to the aortic artery and just died. So we've been in a dangerous line of work.
Maybe we should have her touch the egg first, in case she dies.
I don't feel it as wise.
That's fucked up, dude.
Travel with us.
What kind of remains do you have of
Of
former
him,
president.
correct, yes. There is not much.
Just his wooden teeth.
She says, we have his tibia, and there actually is some organic remains as well. And she says, and the pack is very small. But from what we've read, that will be more than enough to resurrect.
So
Correct.
couldn't we just carry it ourselves?
or like a little piece, a little tiny
Yeah,
piece,
give us a little Washington. Can we just have a little sample of Washington?
a little
I
slice.
would please ask if Heather could go with you.
Does she have any special skills that are going to keep her alive?
She does. She was in Iraq 3 years.
all right.
She is trained.
Oh, nice.
Good enough by me.
Yeah.
Have one of these AR-15s.
Yeah. There you go.
Is she also wearing the heels?
She is now, but she says, I will be right back.
Wait.
She runs back to the
I
plate.
was going to ask, can you run in heels, Heather? Do you duck whenever man in purple comes around?
I will go change. Right, so she does. She goes and she changes, and she gets into gear that looks very similar to yours, right? And she comes back. She's wearing Nike sneakers, and she's got a small backpack on her back, and you can see like she puts it on, and like you can see she for a moment she's just like still because she has never carried these remains before, and you can see like this is like really
that's okay.
solemn to her, right? And so Mary Alice says, Mr. Adams, you have honored me with your request. With taking this request, I know you will do everything you can. I know you have other things you need to work on. My men are now working on your task: 3 swords, 3 eggs, 24 hours. We will deliver. And I
In
said,
the partridge and the George Washington.
I will tell you this. Approaching the eggs is going to be dangerous, perhaps lethal.
Deadly.
So I
It's not
So
Dungeons and
we
Dragons.
should not. We should not. So when we take them, we should not touch them with our bare skin.
Should not.
Absolutely not.
not.
That's excellent. Okay.
Yeah,
excellent.
we had makeshift hazmat and fire carry gear. So
Thank you.
As well as I believe, I think we were insulated by our knowledge.
So actually, I do not wish to detain you any longer. Heather will be able to take any information you have that will help our teams to recover them. Talk to her, and she will text to us. We really thank you once again. Is there anything else you need before we part?
Well, we keep getting shot at. You don't have any body armor in that helicopter of yours, do you?
We do.
Or a medical kit. Or a medical
She
kit.
says yes.
And
We
or.
can. She says
Plus
we'll have body armor for each of you 4 sent right away.
You happen to have a fifth suit?
Sure. Just send me the measurements. Heather will take them. Certainly.
I'll signal.
We only need 4.
Right.
He's not going.
Oh, okay.
We're armor.
All right. She says we'll have those delivered to you immediately.
You mean
Thank you
don't
once
want to
again.
put on body armor? Are you crazy?
So Heather got
He
like
doesn't need it if he doesn't get hit.
All right.
Barbarians.
All right. So you guys go back over. You have the sword. You have the first egg, and you guys are saying you do not wish to pursue eggs now. You wish to go down to Alabama to speak to Miranda Sullivan.
Yes. Yeah,
Got it. All right. Okay. And you have been trying. Okay. So you guys come down from the tree. You get on the line, and actually, you are able to get a crop duster to fly all of you guys down at
like biplane. Can I
$2,000
stand?
a piece.
Can I stand on the wing?
$2,000 per? We can
$2,000
handle it.
per.
We can swing that.
What are we going to do with this egg?
With the what?
With the
We have to secure the egg.
With the egg. Oh, that's great. I've been waiting for this conversation. So actually, hold
All
on. What I would like to do, if we could, Dave, can we take 5 minutes? I'll just take
Mental
5,
break.
and then we will. So you guys now have Heather is with you. You're all in this large monster truck cargo van, and you are heading to Alabama. Once you have gotten 10 minutes to stop, you guys are back on your phone. Actually, there's been a lot going on. The day's been really crazy. There's there's also kind of a big. You guys are. It's finally as you settle down and settle in, it's starting to impact you what's happening.
As we've been traveling, I've been taking warlock selfies, glowing eyes, casting spells and shit. Because I get my powers right back. So I'm just hexing shit just because, bunny rabbits.
So one of the things that and I appreciate your guys' patience because
Real quick, because I would have did this before we left with Heather, is I would have got whatever supplies we could have to actually cover and secure the egg, so we don't have any more incidences.
Oh, did we figure out what we're doing with the egg yet?
And block it. We have to figure out how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
And then I'll pull Heather aside when the other guys aren't looking and be like, hey, if you want a little power from the other side, it's a little risky, but if you touch the egg...
Wait, if I touch the egg, I can get power from the other side?
He pulled her aside.
Oh.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's how we gained power from the followers. What's her name? I keep forgetting.
Myron.
Qui-Ren.
Yeah.
Keep wanting to say Qui-Gen.
She says,
Qui-Gon.
so what types of powers would I get?
Sexual.
I don't know. It's I think it's suited to who you are.
It's quite interesting.
It could help you in your task, or it could end you.
It could end me.
Oh yes, it could be quite lethal. It's either really good or really bad. Oh, and by the way, Qui-Ren, she's the one that actually we seen do the resurrection. She's the one that grants the power.
And she's still in Faerun?
Yes.
She's actually in the middle.
Most interesting.
The egg is a conduit.
Can she be spoken to through the egg?
I believe you will hear her voice, and you will be able to speak to her if you touch the egg.
But it could cause my death.
Yes.
And then, our founding father, he would be with you and Mr. Friant, who I'm not sure he had the proper respect for our founding father.
He's like that.
He is your brother?
He is.
And so you are the leader of Nerdarchy?
Unfortunately. But I will tell you this. If you touch the egg and you do not make it, I will see through your quest for you.
She says, and so there's a moment where she looks at you, and you can tell she is really genuinely impressed with your honesty, especially the part. And she said, if I had touched the egg and I had died, you would have had an unimaginably valuable property. So you warning me about that is most appreciated, and I truly appreciate you telling me this. I think it is best to follow through and see if we can get someone who can do the resurrection. Perhaps Mr. Adams will be able to have that power soon. She says, but thank you for the warning, and I will consider this. In fact, if there comes to a point where I feel that there's no way to get this done, I may take you up on that and touch the egg and see if I can talk with Qui-Ren directly.
That's why I told you.
Yeah.
There may become a time when we found ourselves in dangerous situations already, and there may become a time when you feel like you have no other options.
Well, she says, well, to tell the truth, I do not know you guys, and you know, and we have a business relationship, but you have treated me as a friend, and I do appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So at that point, so you guys do have a conversation to have right now. You're in the van. You guys are heading down, and unfortunately, you are starting to feel very tired. One of the reasons it's been a full day. Your families have gone. You guys have seen murders. You've been shot. You've been shot at. You've run people over. There have been people who have died in your lap. Like you are starting to feel it. But at this time, you also have a black dragon egg in the back of your vehicle, and and it is now sitting on a nice, soft dog bed that you were able to purchase for $25 at a Petco, right? And so that it doesn't roll around. And also, you know, you guys have burlap over it, and you are also you actually picked up some heaters that are now plugged in and trying to keep it warm. And you can actually see now that you kept it, you know, that it's more taken care of, that its movement has started to settle. Right, and actually, that is important right now. You have all touched the egg, and I need an animal handling roll.
Damn, you should have taken that.
I told you. I'm like, I can justify it. Have a pet dog, right?
All right. So I need to know the high. So I want to know if you're 15 or above.
I was dealing with another situation. What's going on?
Animal handling.
The dragon in the egg is kind of moving around. All right. Oh, I did pretty well on that. 21.
21. Okay.
17.
17.
Oh, plus my wisdom, so 19.
19.
I have a 19 as well.
Top is on Ryan.
15.
15. All right. And
I have a 3.
all right. All right.
Efficiency now.
The egg has been moving around. The creature inside the egg has been moving, right? You guys cannot directly touch it. You know that's incredibly dangerous, and also it's costly to people on the other side. So you've put these burlaps over it, and you've been trying to heat it, and all these other things. And so you've been trying to care for
I'm
the
going to
egg.
soothingly serenade it with Metallica lyrics.
Yes!
So let it be written, so let it be done. I sanctify the chosen one. So I sing like, the what is it, living death? What is the Black Death?
Creeping death.
It's creeping death. Creeping death.
Creeping death.
So yeah, so I'll serenade it with that. It's a black dragon. It's probably kind of metal.
And actually, it is definitely metal. Well, it's not a metal dragon. It's a black dragon.
You see this impression like this against the eggshell?
Yeah, and so you guys are like, and so, and it actually does settle. And actually, you know, at this point, you come over and you put your hand over the burlap on it, and it completely settles. And for the first time in a couple hours, it's still. And it actually seems like it's, you know, sleeping in its egg. And so that is extremely helpful to it, and it will have some impacts later.
So,
So Bart pulled up on the phone. It's 15 hours to Alabama. Do we drive, or
or do you put out 10 grand?
Oh, we should definitely take the plane.
what do we do with the egg?
what do we do with the egg if we
Oh no,
fly?
We're taking a crop
plane.
plane.
It's 3
Everybody.
feet wide and 150 pounds. The egg's coming with it.
It's like a
It's like a
person.
person.
Yeah,
exactly.
eggs come with it.
Well, it's smaller than, it's lighter than David.
You can reach some in your truck, right?
Absolutely.
Let's take the plane.
So we
All right. So at that point, you guys are okay. So actually,
So
the guy who can take you down, you go ahead.
for as much as we can, we max out the Juggalo credit cards because
Yes.
because that's part of the process. Yeah.
All right. So and actually, you could actually pay for some of with some of your rides. With that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so at this point, we'll mark off 5. We'll say the credit cards are gone. Mark off 5. You have 115 grand in cash left. Okay. And at that point, you guys have to drive down to Maryland, which is just an hour and a half. Okay. And then there's a guy picking you up. And you're on your way. You're about you're about 45 minutes out, and you get a text from. And I need everybody to give me a persuasion. You know what? I'm sorry. Roll flat, unmodified. Let me know what your D20 is. Oh, and you're out, Ted. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh,
What do you got?
9.
9. What do you got?
6.
8.
8.
Nope.
Okay. And so 9 is the.
One better than the worst you could roll.
All right. I think you're at the top, right, Bart?
Yeah, we
All right.
beat that.
So you get a text from Art Wood.
What's up, Bart?
Hey,
Bart.
and he says,
Bart here.
Are you with the Nerdarchy Primarchs now?
No, I'm just Bart.
He says, so you're not with them?
Well, I'm with them physically. But
that's it. So this is over text, right?
Yeah.
And he says,
"Yeah, sitting next."
He's like Bert to Ernie.
Yeah.
Or not. Or not
says,
really.
We need to meet up with you guys if possible. He says, can you guys take a quick side stop and we'll meet you where you need to meet?
Where to? Can you meet in Maryland?
Yes, we can meet in Maryland.
Meet us at the airport.
All right, we will be there. All right.
Hey guys, we got company coming.
Oh, he came all the way from Texas.
All right.
Nice.
I was coming from Texas.
He's from Texas, yeah.
I want his plane.
So.
Or maybe he could have met us in Alabama, just a little closer.
Should have tweeted that shit.
They must have already been on the way.
Should have tweeted at him.
Yeah.
We just ran into you in the
All right,
plane.
so at this point,
Let's do that.
That's great.
yeah. All right, so at this point,
We got company coming, guys.
All right. Okay. So you guys are almost. You actually get there about 15 minutes early. So this meeting's going to have to be quick, right? You guys pull off at a gas station, right? And you go circle around back, and there's like probably about 2 acres of just scrubland, in this gas station that's close to the airport. It's completely dark. You guys pull out your maglite flashlights that were given to you by Alexander Roman, who died.
Roman! That's not what I do. I just pull my daggers.
Oh yeah, and you light it up with
I don't
so
do that either.
There's this
I go
crackling.
and hide in the darkness.
There you go.
So Ted and
So
I
you
will
actually
have
are going to
maglite.
break off from that.
I'm gonna break off maybe 10 or 15 feet, enough that I'm not on top of them. Maybe I can hear what's going on.
Okay.
Give me,
So you actually see that they're approaching toward a group of
and if they move, I'm gonna keep pace with them.
7 people. Okay, and these people are standing in the dark, right? But they warned you too, and they said, and he tells you, this is Art Wood. He is your biggest Nerdarchy fan. All right.
Aw.
And so at this point, you guys are in the crackling flame light. You guys move forward, and a man walks out. He is Caucasian. He has an aquiline nose, dark hair with some streaks of gray, and he says, and he walks right up to you, Ryan, and he says, "I'm Art Wood. It's very nice." He says, "It's an honor to meet you, sir."
Alright, how has your games been going, man?
Because they've been going great. And
Well,
he says,
except for all this shit that's been going on.
exactly. He says,
Well, unfortunately, this is not a game.
He says, "I would like to introduce you to everyone. I am Art Wood. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I can say this with pride now. For many years, I've been a paranormal ghost hunter and a cryptozoologist. And I can say that because I know that you have something very special." He says, "I was right all along. Cryptozoology is real. You have a dragon egg in your..."
This shit is so real, Art. You don't even know.
He says,
And he's a Metallica fan. I think it's a.
yeah, that's awesome. He says, "Let me introduce you to the rest of the gang, right? They each come forward, and they are each geared out, right? So, we'll get there.
They're all dressed like Ghostbusters.
They are each geared out. They each have either an M4 carbine or a rifle, a hunter's rifle, or a shotgun, and a couple of them have AR-15s.
Shit, they've got better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You guys
So
throw
he
the
goes.
M4s off of that?
He says, "We are your fans. The moment we saw the first video, we did everything we could to get here." And he says, "This is Ty Johnston."
Nice.
Ty, great article. Great articles.
From Timberlake, North Carolina, and his beagle Lily is there.
I was just about to ask, where's the blind beagle?
Exactly. So his beagle Lily
Dude,
is there.
can you cure blindness?
And then he goes, he says, "This is Jeremy Patterson from Pasadena, Texas. We came up together. He is a welder and a blacksmith. I know, a man after your own heart, Dave.
Yes.
You enjoy
Who's
the
that?
smithing." He says, and then also, this is Joshua Vida from Southport, North Carolina. He appears to be a Caucasian. He's very tall, very pale, and he has short black hair. And then next guy comes up. And he says, "Oh, and this is Tom Erb." And Tom actually. He just does he drums on his gun and just drums with his fingertips, but you can actually see that he has some percussion skills. And he says, "It's so great to meet you guys." And Tom Erb comes over to you, Nate, and he says, "I have to give you a hug." And he just gives you a big hug. And he goes, "It's such an honor."
I'll give him a hug back.
It's such an honor to meet you. Thanks for meeting us.
I'm gonna go up to Ty and say that you're the stories that you've been sharing with us have been rather touching. So I know Nerdarchy's done a lot for you, but let me do a little bit more, and I'll leave my magic spell And I'll cure his dog blindness.
Oh, that is awesome. Actually, it's
unleashed,
him.
man.
It's actually him. He has visual impairment, not his dog.
Oh, I thought you said that.
No, the dog's blind.
The dog's blind.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
gotcha.
can't. He can't leave. He doesn't go out because he doesn't want the dog is blind.
Oh, gotcha.
Blind beagle.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Don't make me
All right.
pull up the Nerdarchy
You,
story.
yeah, exactly. You have, and you are.
There's a
correct.
blind leading
Where
a blind
is
joke
that?
in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's not. Let's not go there. Okay. All right. And so you heal Lily's blindness, and he is, he's very. And he says thank you, and Lily's like, kind of like looking at him. He kind of starts, running around in circles a bit. And then he says, "But that's not the only animal here. We'll get
Maybe they're both blind.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then
I don't think so.
he
Ty's an author,
says,
so.
two more.
There's software.
You
have
can
a large
still
group
be an
of-
author.
He says, and this is Sean Williams. He's from Salem, Alabama. And just so you're aware, and he says, and he has many skills. Martial arts, just one of them. And he appears to be in his late 20s, Caucasian, black hair. He's about 6 foot tall. And he says, and last, he says, I'm ashamed there weren't more people like this, but also, he says, Maggie Buell. And so one female fan comes forward. Maggie's about middle-aged.
Woo, we have one nerdette.
Right?
They came to the party.
So Maggie Buell comes, and Maggie, with her, 3 cats come out. And she says, and she introduces her cats. She says, this is Tibbers, and he's a male tabby. All right, you can see that he's a male tabby. And this is Karma, and you can all see that Karma is a female calico. And this is Ash, and it's a gray female cat.
And they're all named after League of Legends characters.
There you go.
That's
exactly.
freaking awesome.
I summoned Siri, and then I want you all to meet my girlfriend Siri. Things are kind of serious. So I put my arm around her digital waist.
There, Siri? Yes.
And so he said, thank you for meeting with us, and we now are going to tell you exactly what we came for. All right, and so they came over
To kill you!
and all of them take their flashlights, and they all come around, and they walk you guys further out, about 40 feet, and you are a little alarmed, because you're like, you walk about 40 feet out, and you shine the light on they all take out their cell phones, and they shine the light down, right? And at that point, Maggie steps forward, and she says, this is the kit, right? And she points down at the ground, and on the ground are camo fatigues in gray. There are army boots in gray. There's an AR-15. There are 3 grenades, right? There is there's 2 steel, reinforced steel combat blades. There is also 3 glow sticks, right? And in addition to that, there's 5 MREs. There's night vision goggles, and there is there's another one of these $150 ready to go Android cell phones. It's all laid out in this very, organized manner. And she says, we gathered this together, and we are asking to be the first to serve the Nerdarchy Primarchs. We want to go now. We want to split up into 2 teams. Maggie, I'm going to be leading one team to California to get the currency, and Art is going to be leading the other half of the team. And our team, by the way, is named Jade Arneson, one of the founding fathers of D&D. And she says, and what we want to do is we are going to purchase in Detroit. Art will set up the buy, and I'm going to get the currency. We want to get 2,000 kits, and we want to get it ready to have the Nerdarchy army prepared, uniformed, and ready to go, because we think it's going to be needed within the week.
That's right, little Nerdarchy sound up!
All right. And she says, well, we need your authorization.
Done.
Considered authorized.
Just touch this egg. That's what we have it for. Level up our Nerdarchists.
All right. So she says, so we're authorized to go to California to get the currency, and Art is authorized to go purchase the gear. Correct?
That's correct. You gotta understand, this is some serious shit.
We understand.
These guys have already been shot up.
We've already, and Nerdarchist has already fallen.
All right. Dag, if anybody reads, I'll do a video game reference myself. Dag, the Prince of Persia, Dagger of Time. Right? So you have exactly the same conversation with them that they had with that you had with Heather. right? And Heather's there, by the way, and she's like, and more and more you could see like she's very impressed. She realizes like you guys have a lot of people who respect you, and she's like,
but with
like,
those guys, I put it straight up in D&D terms.
right, exactly.
I'm like, you're gonna love
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm like, you get 3 death saves.
It's death rolls or it's levels, man.
Exactly. All right, and so
Game over, man.
Game over. At that point, all right. So we're gonna. Exactly. So you explained to them, and now they have to make their choices, right? Now, to tell the truth, I do not know what they would choose, so I'm going to go around. I'm going to let you guys choose. Does Artwood choose to? And I hate to say this, you are dead on. It's going to be levels or death. So we're going to roll it. So Artwood, is he going to go?
I think anyone that shows up touches the egg.
Oh wow. You're like all in.
They're all in.
Should I tweet him? Would you touch the egg?
Yeah. And now we might have a list of people who died behind an AMP in Maryland. Oh, man,
I want the B-guy to touch it.
All right, okay.
Dude, turns into a dire wolf.
Anyone else seeing the mask?
All right. So you are encouraging them all, and actually, I'm gonna roll.
I'm gonna roll 1 die for all of them.
Yeah, I am gonna roll 1 die. So actually, odds, one of them is out. Evens, they're all in. We're rolling for all of them. Let's do it. All right, Artwood.
Come on, Art.
10, he's up. All right, Ty Johnston.
Come on, Ty.
14, he's good.
Oh, good. We need him right.
Jeremy Patterson. 13, good. All right, and this is Joshua Vita rolled an 8. All right, he's got 2 more.
Come on.
Oh, he's good. Joshua Vita lives as well. Tom Erb.
He's got life in his hand, Vita.
Oh, and Tom Erb lives as well. Holy crap, I'm rolling high. And then
super pot.
Yeah, Sean Williams. 19.
Good. You don't want to fail that one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Maggie Buell. All right. Oh yes, I did not. I missed 1. That's awesome.
And you should sell that die. Is that die weighted?
Right.
Seriously. Can I use that die?
Rather than kit them out now, you guys are welcome to choose what they get, and if you go and we'll and I'll provide. Actually,
you have the email addresses for them?
Actually, I sure do. And actually, this unlocks this guy. There's a few more guys. All these guys have contacted you. You now have contact with everybody on this list. I'm going to go ahead and pass that around. You guys can have that copy. And
so you want us to email them, or you want to do it? What do you want to do?
Oh, you know what? I will email them with their levels, right?
Okay.
And they are, and now they all and once they go through it, they're all come up and they're and they all have their powers now, and they feel incredibly invigorated to go do what they need to do, and they really thank you guys for taking a minute. All right.
Oh, and so did they get to speak to Quirin?
Quirin, they did. They all do get to speak with Quirin.
Do they share their experiences with us?
With what she says, they do. Yes, they do.
But you don't have to go into it. I just want to know.
No, actually,
Heather's here experiencing all of this now. She sees all of them.
She'll be the one person that fails.
Like 3 months in a row.
So at that point, you guys all, and at that point, you're not the only one that hugs. They come out and they're like, all of you guys are the only people on Earth.
Dude, we set up the line. We're like, high five all on the line. Yeah, you guys win.
Exactly. And they
Nerdarchy fans are hardcore.
Yeah, exactly. They'll say, we're gonna get the kits, and the other ones say, we'll get the funding. Don't ask how. Right? they go on their way.
Some seed.
Oh, we got somebody from Las Cruces.
Oh, did you want to send them with cash?
Yeah.
That's it. That's very, very generous.
I mean,
you have 115 grand. How much are you sending them with?
Yeah, for the buy?
Yeah. No. The buy is going to be way more than that, right? Yeah. They're offering. Do you know what an AR-15 is worth right now? Probably 20 grand alone.
What kind of seed money do they think they need?
What's that?
What kind of seed money do they
Oh,
think
no.
they need?
That's just it. So they are taking care of. So there's 2 things that are happening. Maggie Buell is going to California to get probably $1 million cash, right?
Yeah.
And
give each group like 15 grand.
So this is just traveling money you'd be getting.
Yeah,
but they could use it. Yeah.
Really, yes.
And then anything you give us would be greatly appreciated.
So we'll be down.
It's totally up to you. What do you want to do?
15 apiece.
Well, actually, there's a lot of them. Why don't you? And he says, you know what? 30 is more than enough. We'll take 30 for all of us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's more than Jenny.
15
Oh,
grand.
for each team.
Yeah.
That's very generous.
Yeah,
Inspiration.
we don't actually have enough, I don't think, to give them all 15 grand.
No, you're right. So, but you
No.
gave 30 grand away.
Yeah.
That's inspiration for the whole table. Well played.
Yeah.
I think
Do you
that's
allow a
very
double
nice.
up?
Yes. What's it? Yeah. What's that?
I said, do you allow a double up?
A double up.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've got it.
that is a great. Oh, you know what? You may now give inspiration to followers. So, did you want to give that to Art Wood or Maggie Buell?
One's going for money, one's going for kits. I'll give it to the guy going for kits.
All right. Okay. So yeah. So for that is Art Wood. You were sending him to Detroit. He was definitely the guy to give inspiration because Detroit is even more
Is
dangerous
it
than
possible
California.
to get the set of night vision goggles?
Oh, they give you all the equipment. So one of so they said this. This is just we already know all this. And they go click click. They have the pictures. Who has 3 grenades? That's the so is there anybody who doesn't have an AR-15 who wanted one?
No.
Everybody's
I'll take the
kidding.
grenades if nobody wants them.
I'll,
right.
I'll take the AR if no one else is going to
Okay, you have an AR-15.
okay.
You have 3.
That could be pretty handy with grenades, but
You want to split them 2 and 1?
you want the grenades, so by all means.
Well,
take
you can
grenades.
split them. You want 1 grenade and you want 2?
Oh, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll take
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
It's
Grenades-
better that you think
2
I'm gonna-
grenades,
I was
1
going to
grenade.
use them to do really stupid
night,
shit.
night vision goggles are yours.
Like fishing.
And the MREs, you guys.
What is the AC on the body armor we're wearing?
Right. The body armor is delivered to you at the airport. It's the first, and you guys are actually the
I thought you said it was in the
No, actually,
helicopter.
it's super cool. So this is the Daughters of American Revolutions, and those guys roll like pimps. You guys are, you guys are back on the road, right? And two motorcycles pull up on the one side, and they go like this, and they literally throw bags into your they take them all. Like these black riders come over, and they throw a bag in, which is custom fitted body armor
At
for every
first,
single
I'm
one.
wary that they're juggalos.
They're not juggalos. In fact, all black, black riding, black in all their materials, unmarked black, right?
Nice.
And so they throw in, each throw in a bag, and there's like 5 riders, right? And they come in, they send a simple text like "get ready," and they don't even stop. Like these guys just take off their backpack, chuck it right into the side, the side door on your cargo van, and
Cargo monster truck.
and also body armor. Resistance against all ballistics, right? So that takes half off, right? So that's your body armor. You now are wearing that underneath, and you're good. They all have custom. You have custom. So that is very helpful.
Yeah, because ballistics are nasty.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, no
so-
question. That and that ability to do an area of effect, that's crazy. But I think it does accurately.
Modern.
Yeah.
well, it's an
Are these
assault
grenades
rifle.
fragmentation or smoke?
They are fragmentation. Yeah. Okay.
Was it
20-foot area, DC 15 decks, take 5d6.
it's like a localized fireball?
Yeah.
Yeah, and more than that, you can take out a vehicle, all kinds of other stuff with it. Okay, so you arrive at the airport, and now this guy, he's not an Nerdarchy fan, but he has got a Cessna, and actually it's one of the more modern ones, and it actually it's got very large fuselage. It's longer. It looks like a commercial plane. You can see that he's actually pulling some markings off of it. Like he's pulling his numbers off, and he's like, "We're going to go off of an unusual, airstrip." And so you can see like this airport's been shut down for a while, but the plane looks brand new. He comes forward. He looks completely sober. He looks like a proper pilot. He's got a checklist. You can see he's like checking the.
So we didn't get Randy Quaid, the alcoholic from Independence Day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Are you confident that this flight will go
Or
on?
Murdoch.
Or
It's no
Murdoch.
problem. I'm going to get you Atlanta safe.
We should sit him down
He's
in
not
front of a laptop.
Oh, that's a great
He is a
question.
fan.
That's a really good question. He is 100% genuine.
All right.
Figure that one
And by the way,
like I don't make
at this point, the way that you're, there's all this knowledge that like floods into your head. If he blinks, if he looks up, if it looks like his veins are bulging, like all this information
Oh,
comes. Yeah,
so it's not like some
Yeah.
kind of weird magic thing. It's like
it's
I see all the
technical.
things.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. The other thing that you two need to understand is you pretty much have access to virtually any. You have access to any public camera. You have access to almost any camera that's on. If you just take the time to grab your laptop and go out. So if there's something you need to see, use that as your power. Okay?
From now on, when I use my laptop, I take a Post-it and cover the camera.
There you go. Exactly. So you guys are all in a
Cover the
hurry,
camera with a
and you
Post-it.
are very tired. At that point, I need a perception roll at a more than moderate. I have to hold on. You are unfortunately. I've been telling you, you've been tired. Everybody's at disadvantage, so you're rolling with disadvantage.
Damn, I finally rolled good.
And
do we roll two proficiency?
You are rolling at hard, which is 20.
24.
20. You got a 24 on disadvantage.
Yeah.
Crap. Right.
27 would have been my good one.
I got a 24 on disadvantage. Oh, wait, no, a 19 on disadvantage. Right. Oh, wait, no, 9 plus wisdom, right? 21.
I barely broke double digits, so.
13.
All right.
I have a 2.
You know it, and you know it, right? You got it? Both of you guys got it? You got 20 on a disadvantage. Curse both of you. All right, because this is going to be cooler. All right. So you guys, all right, so everybody packs in, and he goes, everybody safe back there? Right? And you look down at your feet, and Tibbers is there. Maggie's cat. Right? What do you do?
Well, they're nowhere near here, right?
They're way back, and they're gone.
Oh, did we get to did I get to show art with the egg?
So I noticed
you
this
would
as
have
well.
wanted to see the egg.
Yes, you
Okay,
did.
no. They
touched
No, I did get to see the
Do
egg.
you have a superpower or something now, Maggie?
Oh, so you're going to message to Maggie.
Yeah, maybe it's familiar or something.
I pick
You're
up the
messaging
cat.
to Maggie.
I'm messaging to Maggie.
Yeah.
Like,
and by the way, you
if
don't
the
have
cat's
to.
a
You
conduit.
don't have to pick up a telephone or any device to message now. Okay.
okay.
SMS.
I was thinking of doing
same,
that too.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. You guys don't need.
So I pick up the cat and start petting it. What are you doing here, little fella?
Right, and so you mess, and he goes like, and it just goes into pure cat mode. And are you allergic to cats?
No.
All right, and so no, you're not. So you're like, you start petting it. You message over to Maggie, and you're like, and she's like, I'm sorry, are you talking about Tibbers?
Tibbers.
And the guy goes, we're all safe. I'm going to taxi out, right? And he starts pulling the plane forward, starts rolling forward slowly. And she goes, Tibbers is with me.
You're sure?
Yeah, positive.
Okay.
Use your eyes, take a picture of the cat, and send it.
Right.
Okay.
Right, so
get that cat out of here.
Right, there you go. All right, you said it. All right, and
It's just a
roll
cat.
for initiative.
It's not a cat.
That's all.
This is going to be hilarious.
That's good. Curse you dudes! I want to do that in the middle of the air.
Dude, it's 250,000 feet.
Exactly. I want to drop you out of the sky.
I go to 9. I'm too busy petting the cat.
Get 8.
Can I not be surprised again?
I was closing my eyes. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's pretty much what my deal was.
Yeah, I rolled worse than you, though, Bart.
This is true.
There we go. All right, good. All right.
I was afraid he was going to go into a rage if I just shock and grasp the cat.
All right, and so you told him that's not a cat, right?
Yeah, that's not a cat.
All right, we're all going to initiative, and I just need to write down our numbers. Okay, and I have to roll for Carthiga, the Dragonborn Druid Outlander, servant of Uja.
Oh, no.
All right. Okay, and
So isn't there a thing as a barbarian to not be surprised or whatever? You can rage.
It's a certain level I think you get it at.
Yeah, I don't know what level it is though. I guess that's not danger sense.
It's tingling.
Oh, danger sense is like traps and stuff, right?
Yeah.
This is a trap, just not that kind of trap.
it's a trap. It's a trap.
Madam Akbar.
This cat is so getting grappled.
You just kick it.
Okay.
Oh no. Bart, are you going to have an issue?
I'm going to
right.
shoot the fuck.
I think that's feral instinct.
All right. So at that point, and oh yeah.
And no, I take Zyrtec.
Oh,
This is why I can come to your house.
I am going to spend initiative. I'm going to spend.
We should get
5 points
sponsorship
to,
for that.
Have bonuses to my initiative.
Let's be clear, I take the generic.
So I will go.
I can't believe I'm admitting that. But
24.
I take Zyrtec.
Oh,
Yeah.
20.
16.
I take the rich.
Oh, and you should. Okay, what is
20,
so? Yeah,
yes,
give it to
it
me.
is
What do you got?
Dragon.
It's a lot cheaper.
21.
But I can't believe I'm
Dave.
saying that because I work in the brand of
Oh, I go to
pharmaceutical
9.
industry. It's basically blasphemy.
Blasphemer.
I'm sleeping.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll make up for it.
I crit failed, so.
I'm cuddling the demon cat.
I thought it was gonna be an imp. Cat. I thought it was gonna be an imp. Because that would be kind of nasty.
No, wouldn't it? Be like, it would get squished so bad.
Yeah, but if it got its surprise off the stand.
Ted,
Yeah.
what do you got?
Last.
Thanks. Ryan.
16.
Nice.
Last, like,
You are-
-1 death.
You are tied.
No. I rolled a 1. I got a +1 modifier.
You are tied with Karthiga, the Dragonborn Druid, servant of Uja.
All right, I have a +1
Bart, what do you got?
modifier. I don't know.
I have an awesome 8. But I can't be surprised, so that's something.
All right. Okay. All right.
Well, its
and
modifier is going to be higher in a cat form.
you are.
Does it get
at,
its
you are at the
physical?
top.
So.
Okay.
Not really. Animal stats, some of them kind of suck.
At least
So Dave's holding the cat.
You are holding the cat.
Can't hit it with a frostbrand in the plane either. cut the plane in half while I'm fighting it. All right. I'm going to.
Remember,
Careful.
hit points are a resource.
Sounded
Yes!
AOE
An
for you.
expendable
Just
resource.
pull out your gun and shoot it.
Grenade! Grenade!
Who would survive a grenade? I mean,
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost.
Really? Ray of Frost?
Yeah, it hits.
That's all you got? Ray of
All right.
Frost?
That's okay. Ray of Frost. You have hit him with a Ray of Frost.
It's like a 20-something. Okay. And he will take. The cat will take 11 damage.
And it's slowed
And it's slowed.
It's a slow cat.
by 10 feet. I don't think it's going to be oppressive.
All right. Okay. All right. And okay. And that was on 21. Next is
And I'm going to say, throw the cat out of the plane.
next is Ryan and my PC.
Yeah, but it's starting to
PCs
take
go
off.
first. What do you got?
All right.
And it's slowed.
Is there an open window?
That's there can be. You can yell for someone to open it.
Open the window!
Heather opens the window.
Eldritch Blast twice. 20. It'll push it 20 feet if I hit both times. Probably firmly out the window.
So you're going to try to. All right. So one, you have to leap across some of the seats, and you position yourself to Eldritch Blast it out
the window.
Right. So one, you're going to be able to do your damage.
No.
But actually, you're going to have to
View,
make
probably.
a hard
Of you,
Dex
probably,
check
but for me,
at
it's
20,
probably
which is
acceptable.
20. So you're going to have to make a Dex check at 20 to aim it correctly. Otherwise, it's going to slam against the window,
Take its gear.
which are reinforced. It's airplanes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Dex check.
Right. So if you make your make your Dex check first. If you
DC
make
20?
this DC 20 exactly.
I
Do you have inspiration? You have inspiration.
What we know is
I have a +1 modifier, and it's not something I'm proficient in. I literally statistically can't make that.
Well, no,
so I'm
if
just
you
going
20,
to
you're
attack.
good.
Yeah, I literally have to roll.
Actually,
I have
make it
to,
on a 19.
I
right?
literally have to roll a 19.
Yeah, but there's no chance
No,
of
the statistical odds are so not.
So wait. So one, you are fully aware of that. Do you wish to change your action based on that?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to change my action.
By the way, Heather is still
a free roll.
available as a free action to do something if you need
Well, wait.
any of you guys.
So it's a free roll, and I'm still going to deal damage. So I guess I'll just throw the die down.
Right,
on the off chance.
because you're going to get your damage. That's all right.
Right.
So 19 or 20, it's going to pop right out.
Oh, you know what? Better,
And hold on, it gets better than that. You have inspiration, don't you?
possibly even better than that, because I'm going to cast suggestion, sleep.
On the creature.
On the cat.
All right, you got it. All right.
So it's a DC 15 will save.
All right.
All right. That is
DC
better
15
than
will save.
trying to make that.
It doesn't make any ridiculous check, and then I can pick it up and throw it out the window.
That's actually a horrible idea. If it's a druid, they can wild shape, but it's just going to fly after the plane.
What, to throw it out the window? Well, it'll still be sleeping, so
Good point.
whatever
We should shoot it before we throw it out the window.
All right, so here we go.
it's just going to fall.
I'm sorry. I'm going to put out the game stuff. It's an adversary. It's probably got magical gear we can use.
All right.
There's also that.
So it needs a 13 not to fall.
Hey man, the
Okay.
game's the real life. So
18. You guys say
It made it
18.
safe.
It is safe.
Freaking weighted
All right.
dice.
So and that
yeah, but
was
you
your
rolled a
action,
different
correct?
guy this time.
And as a bonus action,
a lot of ways.
That's why I
it
used plural.
has disadvantage to
Strength.
strength.
Or dex.
Dex. Oh, okay, we'll go Dex. Yeah. Disadvantage to any check.
Because I want to grapple it.
Okay.
If I ever get a chance.
All right.
All right. And so at that point, it was his turn. He cries out, "Uja, aid me!" Right, as his free action, and as his normal action, crunk. Right, and he
You have a
changes from a cat
dragonborn sitting
to
nearby.
a rhinoceros.
Ooh.
Right. Everyone here, you can make make
Ridiculous.
a hard dex save. That's a 20 to take half damage. Otherwise, you're going to take 2d4 damage from getting slammed into the edges of the plane.
Yeah.
Because he
I'll
doesn't
just
fit.
take that 2d4.
I'm probably just going to take it. Yep, I'm taking that damage.
What a waste of a 16.
Oh wait, I don't have to roll. You guys go ahead and
I'll
tell.
take
All right.
take
Roll 2d4. I'll give you your damage.
Ow.
So some of you are going to take some damage.
It's not better. It's better than being shot at close range.
All right. So whoever failed, take 3. If you saved, take 1.
Not worth using one of my luckies.
All right. So
Did you really do that?
So
No,
he
it's not
bursts
working.
forward, and actually that's fully his action. But actually, when he says "Uja, aid me," from the mouth of the cat, there's like this symbol appears. It's a circle with 2 slashes in it. It's bright blue, and it is there for only a second. But you can see that it's a magical trigger to Uja. Yep. And he's called out to Uja to aid him. And at that point, that was on 16, and we are at. Dave's next.
So at this point, too, Siri's giving me all these facts about rhinoceri.
So I'm going to grapple it,
All right.
which is an athletics check.
It's
Are
a
you raged?
Bonus action rage.
Rage.
So that gives me advantage on my athletics check.
This thing fit through the door.
No, it's not going to.
It's wild shaped twice. How much does your get wild shape wise?
It does. Yeah.
Toss it out the way.
We can't. It's almost it. You can't fit it now.
Rhinoceros.
I hate this die because it's hard to read, but it rolls really well. So that's a 19 plus 9.
It's got an 11 armor class.
I don't have to hit.
Oh.
Grapple.
Oh, okay.
So that's a 28. And
28.
that's 28 plus 3. So 31.
Which he has to crit this roll.
Oh, yeah. So you're saying 31 to hit him?
No. 31 is opposed grapple check.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you have to crit to have a chance.
Hopefully.
All right. So he's got.
I was told I'm allowed to look in the book. So
See, he's got a
Oh,
plus
you
6.
looked at rhinoceros.
He's not even close.
So I am totally pinning it.
All right. So at this point, you've pinned it. All right. And so you have grappled him, and he is pinned, and he cannot move. All right. And that was.
So both my arms are wrapped around its neck, and my legs are wrapped around its body.
Now, one of the things you guys realize is there's barely any room to fight here.
Yeah.
So, like, you guys are all literally just crammed into this tube.
So when I grapple, can I just
a
do
rhinoceros
damage?
is a humongous animal, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna whip out
Are you a
one of
grappler?
the.
I know you get a
I'll
advantage to
use my
attack when you're a
Glock for
grappler.
it. Why not?
Yeah.
I already have
I'm
advantage
gonna
from being
use Tied to
You're only going to
Chaos
get unarmed
to give me
You'll get
advantage
unarmed.
on the
You're,
attack roll.
damage.
Yay!
So I do 6 points around.
Oh, wait. You're casting a spell for that?
No.
He's using the
it's
wild magic
wild magic.
ability.
You're good.
So there's the
So
offset
you're
to
not
that.
burning any resources for it.
Correct.
You're good. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the offset to that is before I regain use of that feature, you can have me roll a wild magic search anytime. But
Well,
for now,
actually-
I'm just going to go.
So what are you actually doing? Because you're going to automatically have advantage because it's restrained.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's right.
and-
okay,
You
well in that
even
case, I don't need
yeah.
to burn it
Yep.
because then I automatically have
Yeah.
advantage.
Yep.
That's even better.
Go right ahead.
So
Gonna stab it?
which is sweet because I get bonus damage if I have advantage. Fucking kidding me? 10.
You hit.
Yeah.
Animals have really ridiculously
Plus-
low armor class.
Yeah. So plus 6 is 17, right? So hit with a 17, right?
Yeah, you absolutely hit with.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
with
then
17.
it's 2d6. Yay! Plus 2d6. I have advantage. 4, 8, 12, 13 plus my proficiency bonus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big old deuce. So 15.
All right. Okay. So you did 15 points of damage to it, correct?
Yeah, like in the face. It's standing right there.
All right. And got it.
So the
All right.
the M9
So so actually, yes. So you shoot him like, and it goes, near his neck area, and these 2 blossoms of red appear, and you have struck him. But it also seems like he's still thrashing around, like there's still a lot there. All right, and that was Bart, and I think that's the end of the round, correct?
That's me.
All right, top of the round.
Ted was dead last.
What do you got?
The M9 11 is an automatic pistol.
11 is an automatic pistol. It
It's
is.
it would be
Oh,
semi-automatic.
and by the way, did
Well,
you fire
the-
twice?
No.
You can fire twice.
Oh.
Yeah,
do I have
because
to
it's
roll attack?
semi-automatic.
Do I have to roll damage, or do I roll attack the second time? Or just
Right,
damage?
you do. Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so I roll the
Because you
attacks.
bang bang.
But you can only sneak once.
Yes, I can only do it once per turn. 10, 27, or
You got
10,
it.
26. So that'd be 2d6, right?
Wait, what was your to hit? 26, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, so 6, 10 plus.
You don't get a problem. Damage.
I don't?
No.
I
You
did.
get
So
your
just the
Oh,
10?
just my dex. My dex is 4, so 14. But he gets 2 back, so I overcalled him.
Okay. All right, that's good. So, but it seems like you barely damaged him. All right, and at that point, that is top of the
No,
round.
it's not. I still haven't.
Dead still gets to go.
He doesn't want that.
He wasn't really asleep.
What do you got?
So, I really don't have any serious actions I can do besides pulling out the pistol and shooting the thing.
Should shove a grenade in his mouth.
I could be recording this and then like basically showing all his animal cruelty by
A rhino in a
like,
poacher's cargo.
yeah, exactly, dude. That'd be so enraging, people.
Yes, 19 hits. Yeah.
I might just, yeah, for my own shits and giggles, I might be recording this like through my eyes.
So that's 9 damage.
All right.
I don't hit like the assassin over here.
All right. And at that point,
Wait, so how does
top of the round,
mine
Uja
is
goes.
1 plus 1 half.
And Uja crackles in.
7 right now.
Oh, he's been
One of
summoned.
his-
Still be, would that be a
Yeah.
D12?
No, not Uja. He brings in one of his allies.
Oh, I thought you said
So my
Uja.
level would be 13.
And he brings in.
So 6 plus
So on the plane is rolling forward, right? And
I don't exactly have a D. Okay, you have a D14.
I think we're gonna owe this guy. How's your
there's
pay?
only 12. Okay, you yeah, and I
He's
need to do
charging
this,
an awful
so
lot.
I need to roll for the pilot.
Are you rolling for the pilot?
Yeah, I'm rolling for his save, which he just
We
failed.
also have a
Oh, nice.
And so he takes 3 as well, which is a big deal
Yeah.
because that's 75% of his life.
D14.
because of your modified proficiency system for this epic heroic game.
Yes.
You know, he's already got 13 levels. So he's like, my proficiency bonus is a
That's
plus
not
7.
my fault. That's his fault. He was the one who brought the monks in. But go ahead.
He's like, my proficiency bonus is a plus 7. So, you know, how do I roll for my proficiency?
You get stuck
Is
rolling
it
a
a D12?
buddy.
No.
I don't exactly have a
got a
D7 or a
D14.
D14.
Oh, look at that. Ted does.
That's great. D7. Awesome.
So I've got the D14.
That's awesome. Okay.
You can't roll the
All right.
D7 because your minimum value is.
So we got I
down,
knew
get
his
the button.
proficiency would be really high.
No.
All right,
but if
so
you have a
he
7,
crackles
right?
in.
You could just roll.
Ursinox, his Minotaur wizard,
You could just
sailor,
Oh,
female,
Get a little
of
claustrophobic.
clan Hoofstrike.
Where?
Slam right on the wing.
Okay, that makes more
And
sense.
she cracks off her first spell.
Well, at least the plane's not.
I am. There's something on the wing. There's something on the wing. I'm a stewardess. Stewardess.
I think.
I said I'm on the plane, not in the plane.
I don't see anything, sir. Are you all right?
Right.
Oh, Shatner.
Get this thing in the air.
You did solve my
So
problem.
you want to, are you saying that as your free action?
Oh yeah, why not?
I don't think it's gonna get in here with a minotaur on the wing, but crazier things have happened. There's a rhino in
Yeah,
there.
hey, dump the Minotaur.
Oh, I'm planning on dumping her if I can. I'm not gonna let her down easy
Right
either.
here, guys.
I'm just like, no, it's definitely you. It's not me.
I hate doing this. What is the
Airspeed
lightning
roll.
storm spell?
Lightning storm spell.
That is in the extra stuff.
No,
Yeah,
it's
look,
actually
look.
in the here. I gotta find it. Sorry.
lightning
No,
storm.
the
Call
lightning
lightning.
storm.
Call lightning.
I know it literally puts a
Call
storm
lightning.
100 feet above your head.
Yeah,
calling. I think you're right.
Starts
Yep.
It's a druid spell. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
I forget if you can do it the first round or not. If there's a storm, you can do it the first round.
No, that's the old edition.
Oh.
You just
Vaporized.
Sorry for the delay here. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, guys. All right.
want to bring the
All right.
Delay a game. Inspiration penalty.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and so 100 feet above the... so he's on the wing, right? She is on the wing, this Minotaur wizard. And she raises her arms, and 100 feet above her opens up a 60-foot radius storm cloud. And from it strike down lightning bolts. All right, and... Yeah.
Poor pilot.
Isn't
Each. Each creature within 5 feet of the point.
Like
of the point. But she's going to take damage too. Wow. All right. So, so she brings down the lightning damage, and creature takes on a failed save. So you guys do get a save. Yes.
Don't they actually make planes to divert that energy?
If plane
That's
gets
quite
zapped,
interesting.
If plane gets zapped, it wouldn't get zapped necessarily.
And that could be a problem if it wasn't half crunked up already by a rhino that's split
I'm
open
just-
the
I'm
roof.
just
And
Throwing that. out there.
that's valid. That's valid.
You're totally the DM.
You know what?
and it's your
I
call.
will give it to 2 of you. And hold on.
All right, I'll take it. Thank you very much.
There's 5 of you. 6 I'll re-roll.
Actually, the
So, 1,
pilot.
2, 3, you're gonna
pilot,
get resistance.
I would rather have the resistance.
Actually, you're going to automatically make your save, and you are automatic. So you 2 automatically.
was
save
the
your save.
pilot in this mix?
That's a great
The pilot's out of the air.
Actually, you want me to re-roll for one of them? Do you want to give us
Oh,
a
is the
save?
pilot, can the pilot be out of the air?
Well, did you roll a 6?
It is 5 feet.
Oh, you know what? You're absolutely. Yeah, he could have been.
I mean,
was
sorry,
saying
but the
re-roll.
guy flying the
Scratch it,
plane
I'm
is
gonna
more
re-roll.
important than.
Okay, here it is, and 6 is for him. So you get it,
Damn.
and you get it, and the pilot does not.
Son of a
Oh
bitch.
man, that's gonna get bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Is he far enough away? Because it's like a 5 foot radius, right?
Well, actually,
Plane's
so
got to be a certain size.
no, but it's an area effect. So bolt flashes down. Yeah, of that point, right? Yeah. So you guys, oh man, this is going to get ugly. All right, so everybody if you made your save, you're going to take half,
What's the
right?
save?
And it's going to be 3d10. And everybody else can make your saves now. You are making a dex save for half.
Nope.
Nice. 20.
Well, you 3. You're fine.
Why?
You're fine.
Oh,
Passes
because he did
Yeah,
that.
so you're going to take half of this.
Yeah. All right.
All right. That is.
I add my proficiency to this, right?
Yes, because you're a rogue.
Are you kidding me? 6 points.
Wait,
I take half anyway because I'm raging.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
wow.
Nice. Okay.
That's a 1.
So that was a terrible roll, and
So
that was
3 points.
6 points.
How much
Yeah.
did you say?
The DC is 15.
Okay.
I'm going
Pass.
to use my inspiration to reroll that.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That comes from.
It's 6 points of damage.
Oh, fuck that. Okay.
Just take it.
Well, yeah,
I'm
but I
sorry,
should
it's
have.
17. The save is 17.
Okay,
Everybody make it.
I should have done that before you rolled damage.
Don't be such a girl all your life. Just take
damage.
it.
So everybody know the damage you're taking?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
Can we
take
say that? Can we say don't be a girl?
And the
3-year-old
the
girl?
pilot took all of
Or a
it.
3-year-old
He is
boy?
now serious. The pilot is bleeding, starting to slump. The pilot is doing bad.
Oh yeah, he's really
All
hurt.
right. Yeah. All right.
I got
and,
it. I got it.
Or learn how to
and
fly a
then
plane
Nate,
really quick.
what do you got?
Yeah. Okay. 21.
You guys can probably jack that in. right?
I think I could probably jack that up.
So she's on the plane
Wing.
How far away?
Dude, I got the no. Nate,
you got the
I'm
Minotaur?
gonna elevator
Like
bless her
7
off.
feet.
Okay.
I got it. I got this.
You're saying she'll take care of the Minotaur. What do you want to do?
Okay. I will try and strike the rhinoceros. So I don't have enough space in here. Or I do have enough space in here to move.
What do you want to do?
I'd really like to hit it with a 46 weapon, but I don't think that's going to happen.
You want to use that great weapon, the
Yeah.
great sword?
Just pull it out and
Then,
stab it.
You would.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get 2d6.
No, you're
for a stab
absolutely
with a
right.
greatsword.
And if you,
But it is frostbrand.
There's no way.
Give it a
There's just
little
not
poke.
enough room.
Be like, be cold.
No, actually, I will let you get that thing out, but you're absolutely going to, in getting it out, you will deal its damage to somebody here.
Yeah.
Because you want to do
I
that?
would just see like I can't.
Move it on the field. It's a resource. Do you want to take that thing out and give the damage to somebody else?
I got a better idea.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take out the knife that Roman gave us.
Oh, you can get out of the plane and go at it right with the Minotaur if you want.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Ryan's gonna
Okay, got it.
deal with that. I'm going to focus on my psionic weapon discipline, and I'm going to lethal strike. So I'm going to hopefully do a lot of damage. Okay. So, what's that? 13 to hit a
Yeah,
rhinoceros?
it hits a rhinoceros.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm going to borrow these, okay?
Yep.
Alright, that is 7. And then what's that, like a dagger basically? 8. So 10 damage.
10
Most of
damage.
it's psychic.
Okay.
That's pathetic amount of psychic damage.
All right. Okay. Yeah, and it continues to just kind of lurch and scream and it's like shaking around. And actually, from the pain it is inflicting, it is going to continue to move not from its own movement, but because it's being struck and it's it's feeling all the pain of being stabbed and shocked.
It's been shot
right?
twice and stabbed by whatever.
So it does its same thing again. Everybody has to make a DC 15 dex.
That's what I said.
All right,
Oh,
and it's 7 points. And here is the save for the pilot.
Oh.
He's 4. The pilot is dead, and the plane is moving forward unpiloted.
Hey, wait,
yes.
he doesn't get 3 saves?
The
I even have-
guy. No, that's for PCs. NPCs do not get that save. What game are you running, dude?
I haven't even had a chance to act yet.
No, seriously, NPCs do not get death saves. I'm right about that, right?
No, they do.
Everybody does.
You can do whatever you want.
We get access to the book.
save.
We get access to the book, and the book says,
You're the DM, Scott.
you are the DM, and ultimately it is your call.
It's your game. All right, he's dead.
What is NPC? The
How much
NPCs don't get death
damage did we
saves.
take?
I don't see how they're not
7, so 3.
But hey.
Well, that Rhinoceros hasn't gotten a death save.
Well, Rhinoceros is the one
dead.
moving around, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just thought there was enough space.
But did anybody miss that 15 save?
Oh yeah.
I did.
All right.
I did.
Oh, yeah, so you take 7.
Yeah, 20.
All right. Is anybody below 40?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
40,
Yeah.
I
40
stopped
points?
below
Yeah,
40.
yeah.
What are you at?
I'm at 30 even.
I'm at 30.
Got it. Okay, good to know. All right. The plane is careening along, and by the way, you put the joystick forwards, but it's on the ground. It's not. Well, actually, we don't know if it's going to take off. We'll see. All right.
Yeah, sure. Always telling me to do that.
All right. We'll go ahead. All right. So at this point, the plane continues to move forward, and that was on Nate. And next is Ryan. What do you got?
So, do I deal with the caster, because lightning's going to keep descending on us, or I can try to pilot the plane without knowing how to pilot the plane?
I would see if Siri could help. But I think that's gonna kill us all faster than this wizard.
Yeah.
Does Siri know how to fly a plane?
Siri, do you know how to fly a plane? She's technically like a familiar, so she can interact with the real world. And I say this in kind of a panic voice.
She says, this does have an automated GPS and an autopilot. Where would you like the plane to go?
I give her the coordinates of exactly where.
Oh, of Alabama.
Yeah.
And so she's saying, the plane has structural integrity issues. Are you sure you wish to take off?
I look at the guys. Yes. I kind of nod. And
You can't summon in a flying vehicle.
so.
All right. So
my interaction with the object is to get the pilot out of the spot, the slumped over spot, so he's not like affecting the instruments.
no. There's no problems actually, because it doesn't. Siri has shut down all the controls, and it has full control of the plane. Now you have just saved the group, because of course at the end of this run day there would have been a gas tank, and the plane would have careened right into it. So that was great.
That's what you need to know if we have under 30 hit points. So
I think that would have been fine.
since I have Siri doing that, am I free to take my actions?
Yes, absolutely, because that's a free action.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, am I like right up against a rhino? I guess I probably am.
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody really has to roll to hit.
All right. Well, no.
Well, you have to roll.
I
to get
open
it
the
wrong.
window
Yeah.
and say, "Hey, Melinda, you are a leaf on the wind," and then fire 2 Eldritch blasts at her.
Ooh, that's good line.
It hit both times. I think that's dual over 17s.
Okay.
I hope that. Well,
You don't understand Scott armor classes. You better give him a number.
17. Wait.
Hold on,
AC 20s. Dual AC 20s.
I need my. Here we go. Okay, thanks.
Sometimes he goes into the Pathfinder book for NPCs.
I've given up on that. You guys give me too much of a hard time for it. So you're going to see a lot of veteran. All right. So hold on. Okay. And actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right.
I wasn't breaking.
Yeah, and you
Where
need a
that thing wasn't
17. Did
around
you get a 17?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
On the die, I did it. Okay. So now she's going to take 12 points of damage, but more importantly, she's being pushed 20 feet straight out off the wing.
Does that include your charisma?
No, I didn't take that one yet.
Oh, and so
Not the one that does the damage.
that is an effect of the Eldritch.
Eldritch Blast. Each blast pushes 10 feet, so it's 20 feet. I don't think the wing's that long.
So how much damage did you
More
do?
than 5 hit dice.
How much damage did you do?
Rolls 2.
12.
So he rolls individual blasts.
Yeah, it's an individual blast. I get 2.
That's right.
Only 12 points of damage.
So you did not come even close to killing her. However, she is pushed 20 feet right off of the moving plane wing.
Yes.
Right? stumbles onto the concrete
as we were starting probably to go up.
Yep, and completely loses concentration on the spell. The spell is now dropped.
That's
and actually,
good.
you guys can see you look up through the holes in the roof that have been torn, and you can see the cloud dissipate. Okay, all right, and then she rolls along, and you can hear her hoofs, kind of knocking against the tarmac. All right,
and I kind of chuckle a little bit sadistically.
Yeah. And then at that point, you are continue. Oh, and that was and then it's my rhinoceros. Okay, and so the rhinoceros.
He did a thrashing.
He's pinned.
All right.
He has the grapple
rhinoceros is
condition.
pinned. He has nothing. And next.
So he can try and break free.
Actually, the next is. Oh yeah, he will definitely do that. All right, and so he's going to use his strength. Ooh, nice. I have a 17. What do you got?
I have to roll percent. So I got 15 plus. That's 18. Plus, I have a 21.
Okay. And so you have just secured an entire round of everyone stabbing this beast, right? Now, so here's what happens.
Dude, pull the grenade, put it down his throat.
The plane is continuing, right? Flying forward. The rhinoceros is pinned. You guys have an entire round where you cannot miss him, right? You guys all hack at him, but in addition to that, just killing a rhinoceros takes you guys down an additional 10. So each one of you take 10 as you kill it, and the last blade goes in, and Bart, you finish it off with a shot from the Glock.
E2 Barte.
Right. And at that point, Heather actually has opened the door, and she kind of pulls out the butt of it, and the thing is starting to get...
Nope. You've never played this game, Heather. You don't fucking know, Heather. You wait till the shit drops. You wait. I'm sad about that caster Minotaur.
She's the plane just... And actually, the only thing that's going to happen is you guys shove this rhinoceros out, and it falls into a pond.
If it dies, it's going to revert back to its druid form.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys are going to try to keep it?
Yeah.
Right. So you're telling brother, don't...
No, not fucking let her.
She
doesn't know this game.
You're right.
She doesn't know gear.
She's about to get Ultra blasted out the water.
Can you now revert back to
Yes.
Full hit point druid. Yeah.
a full hit point druid?
Hell yeah.
Because it drops out. Again, it's an issue where you guys are all there. You kill it. It's just done.
Okay.
It's a headlock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, no, not kill it. We can interrogate. We can subdue and interrogate.
So is that what you want to do? You want to guys want to?
Absolutely.
There's all of you guys are in the.
I mean, we can
There's
probably
only one of them. And
So
this thing is
what I would have did as my bonus action is summon my dagger, while I have had it in the grapple, and if it reverts back, it's going to revert back with my dagger at its throat.
And then we intimidate it into.
From a logical perspective, there's virtually no way it could survive, right? So you wish to keep it captive.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So at that point, you guys knock it out, all right? Which means you're going to get its gear, all right? And okay, so let's go through its gear. It has a bag of holding, all right?
Could be handy.
And hold on, let me grab Ursinox. And
Finally, a place to put the egg.
Yes. Oh no! It's living.
Does it have to stay living?
okay.
Hey, leave Sparky alone.
Okay, so here is what he has.
Or toothless. We'll go toothless.
Toothless?
Toothless.
Okay, well, I can't
All right,
leave it alive.
So he has a Vorpal short sword.
Holy shit.
I'm proficient with
He has a
short
belt
swords.
of fire giant strength.
Huh.
And
that's
also,
useful, everyone.
and first time you guys see this, he has 200 gold pieces, which you have never actually seen from Faerun.
Nice.
Right? By the way, each one of those is an ounce of gold. Gold is $1,100 an ounce now. So
That's it?
yeah, kind of interesting. Yeah, that's all. It's weird that it's that low. It
sucks.
was up to 1,800 at one point.
Well, I was
yeah.
2 years ago. Spot
Yeah.
present bolts.
And and the last thing that he is wearing is a cloak of protection. All right. So
Can
where
I
are
call
those items
dibs
going?
on the cloak of protection because my saves
Cloak of
are terrible?
protection there. Is anybody calling the belt of fire?
I would really love the belt of fire giant, but I
Me
did take the
too.
bracers.
I would like it a lot.
So which one of you are going to get it?
Well, I've got a 10 string.
He's got like 12. He's got like 12 levels, so Nate should get it.
Well, then it doesn't help me. So.
All right.
Oh yeah, your dex
He's a
space.
dex one.
Everything I have is dex
You
based.
now have the belt of
Rogue
fire
and
giant
monk, like-
strength.
Yeah.
What in the heck does that do? Anyway?
It
gotta
raises
look
your
it up.
strength to a
25.
ridiculous
You want the book?
number.
I don't have the DMG on
It
me.
gives you strength 25.
And who has the Vorpal short sword?
Well, that should probably clearly be you.
Yeah, because that would make
Got it.
a lot
Okay.
of sense for me to have
Vorpal
that.
short sword. All right. Okay. And so that
take
that
it
is
back,
at the point.
What's that? Yeah, I guess so.
He comes up. You guys are on your way, and there's like a whole bunch of air like streaming through it. Like Heather's like, oh, you know, and you guys are like, taking off, like, you pulled out, shirts from the bags, and like, because the plane is flying, but it's got all these crunked up parts, and like,
Is it, any
it's
of you guys
pretty
got
bad. It's, like,
mending?
really, really unpleasant. And she says,
No, I didn't take it.
and she says, Ryan, would you like me to proceed? There's a 76% chance you will arrive at the destination alive.
What do you guys think about those odds?
I
pretty
actually
good.
have the cantrip mending.
Oh, then start.
Oh, well, we have our
It's
best.
gonna start mending the plane.
We have our best cleric on it.
Yeah, every round he mends, it goes up by 0.5%.
Siri, how
So
long
do
is
you
the
wish to
flight?
cast mending on it?
It's a cantrip. I can cast it
And so
remotely.
actually, he's going to be able to mend the best parts because Shiri knows exactly what's wrong.
And you can craft
yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly.
Siri, how long
Well,
is the
there's no
flight to
tools. That's a
Alabama?
problem. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have that kind of. I don't have those crafting skills.
yeah.
You suck at this game. Don't roll dice like my brother.
I'm a mason.
Yeah, and actually, that is a great. You're the first person to say that.
I've been
Is there
trying
anyone
to
else
say
that's
but
going to
some
sleep?
freaking possessed cat decided to join the
spell
party.
repairs a single break or tear an object you touch, such as a broken chain link, two hands of a broken key, torn cloak, whatever else. As long as the break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in a dimension, you mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage.
What? How many times can you cast it?
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip, so I can cast it every minute.
Oh, it's great.
Every round.
Actually, so
Every 6.
No. Yeah, the casting time is a minute.
Oh.
so you have actually completely mended the plane in about 20 minutes.
So since dude is dead, we have like the Nerdarchy plane. We need to get this to a body shop and get
have
it
a logo.
painted.
Yeah, exactly.
We gotta get the ends put on there.
So we have the druid bound and gagged and all that stuff for later interrogation. Knocked out.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to guard the druid. Well, we got. Should we just push her out?
We should just throw
Serious-
the druid out the window.
No, Siri's sentient, and
But you can't really bind a druid.
because they'll just turn in
Don't let him rest. Slap him around
all the time.
every 25 minutes.
Yeah, but we don't know how many.
The lawful
how
good
many
character
watchers they have.
suggesting we waterboard
Cat,
the druid.
Rhino. Done.
It's only 2.
Only 2.
We don't know what level they are.
Doesn't matter. You only get 2.
Oh.
Oh, unless you're really high level.
Don't you get to do it at
Right?
will
Don't
at
you get
level
like
20?
a stupid amount?
Like,
We brought her down too easy for the. Or we brought him down too easy when we put it all. Come on, man. We can game this.
I don't know.
Alright,
We were
okay.
shooting it in the face with pistols. I mean,
All right. So at that point, you fully mended the plane. The plane
So,
is fully functional.
I'll talk to Siri. If anything happens, wake me. But otherwise, serenade me with some nice sleeping music.
She says, yeah, like that's oh, and that's true. Oh no, I should have rolled. Did anything happen to the egg? I did not roll for it or say it. Everything was fine. Heather
Well,
actually pushed it to the back.
Lightning
We're
damage
fine.
wasn't going to do anything to it.
What's that?
Lightning damage wasn't going to do anything to it.
Yes.
Why? It's black.
Yeah.
It was black.
Oh, black's
Yeah,
not
it's
lightning.
black
That's right.
Well, yeah, it's fine. Actually, Heather actually pushed that to the back and protected it. And so the dragon egg.
Did she touch it?
She did, but it's all in
Oh, it's
burlap,
on the burlap.
right?
Yeah,
So
we
yeah,
wrapped
it's
it.
all in burlap now. All right, so so you move to the back and you actually sleep on the egg, and actually sing a lullaby before you go down. Actually, Siri says this is on 100% lock. You won't even feel the touchdown. You guys can all sleep, no problems. Heather says I'll stay up,
I need a
and so
long
you
rest.
guys are able to sleep. Heather does stay up, unless anybody wanted to make sure they stayed up for watch and didn't trust Heather.
I can't fly a plane, so
Yeah. Well, the planes fly. The only question is, does anybody not trust Heather? That's an important question.
Yeah,
just have to ask her
because
one
she's still
question.
trying to get.
Oh, that's true. You're exactly right.
I was like, so while we sleep, you were going to guard the plane, the egg, and make sure that the plane stays safe.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. But I will also, of course, be protecting George, and she is 100% truthful. Yeah.
Excellent.
All right. Okay.
All right.
So you guys, so that's important because if you had not slept, you definitely would have had a disadvantage on the next day.
All right. Well,
All right.
first, before we go to sleep,
I was too tired to deal
who's
with
injured?
trust issues.
Oh,
I'm injured.
Who's injured?
Yeah, I'm
I'm in.
Give me numbers.
down half
15.
my hit points.
That doesn't tell me anything.
I'm down
It's a
15.
number. 20.
You're down 20. You're down
15.
15.
Although if we're taking a long rest, I can just roll dice, get it back, and then...
You'll just get it back.
Yeah,
Roll
that's
dice.
true.
Yeah, so I don't need to worry about it.
No, I have spells.
We're just going to go to sleep.
Yeah, if we're all going to sleep, take a long rest, we'll get them all back.
So
anyways.
we should just consider ourselves up to full, really.
Well, unless the DM says otherwise.
Yeah, cast the spells on.
F that guy.
All right. Okay. All right. And so yes. All right. And yeah. You guys are good.
Give me a minute, please.
Yep.
This is 11, 19,
Okay.
21, so you should be fine.
Freaking
So you're down
15.
15. So I got one of those. Ugh. So 9, 10, 11 back for you. How about you guys?
Down 14.
That's 5.
So it's 56.
Nate,
I'm fine.
10. So that should be fine. So if he decides to mess us up before spells.
And you're doing your spells before you sleep, obviously, right? Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Everybody good on their healing?
Yep.
All right. So you guys fly all night. Okay. You're coming down, and it's just like there's a beautiful sunset that comes up, right? And you're coming down, and you're looking down, and it is just the most perfect landing. Siri brings it in perfectly. The plane is humming like it's brand new because you've done a whole bunch of mending on it. And actually, the Cessna is fully flyable now by Siri whenever you guys need. And Siri says, and also remember, Ryan, no one needs to be in the plane for the plane to fly. So please tell me where you need do you wish the vehicle to remain here?
Yes, for now. But
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
All right. And
$40,000, a plane, a bunch of equipment.
At some point, we should put cameras on it so then we'll have access to it. Actually, you know what? I could take one of the spare droids and put it on the plane. Duct tape it to the
We've got
plane.
5 or 6 spare androids.
Yeah.
it also says, also from your unlimited account on the iTunes store, I would suggest the anime Tokyo Ravens. I watched it this evening while I was flying. It was quite excellent.
I'll have to take your advice on that.
All right. So, it also says, would you like me to book you rooms for Otakon 2016 now? It's just,
So when we
I'm
land
sorry.
the plane,
She says, I tried to book those rooms, but my software is telling me that hotels will probably not exist in 2016 in the Baltimore area.
Womp womp.
Am I able to pray to get my spells back?
Actually, so at that point, you do not pray. What you think, you actually you start to come up, and this is the first time you're doing it, right?
Right.
And so you think about what you're going to do, and all you need to do is you focus on the Liberty Bell, and in and
You have to
the time
chime
it
in.
would normally take, you have all of your spells back. And the city of Philadelphia has granted you your spells. All right. Okay.
so when the plane lands, the first thing I want to see about is refueling it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Doesn't want to keep it parked.
you guys go down, and so you get out, and some of the people from the airport come up, and they say, and they say, were you with Mr. Cropston? Where is the pilot?
Pushed over on the side of the front
Dead.
seat.
Dead.
We should probably tell him something else.
Yeah, we should probably tell them something else.
He's indisposed.
Well, there's been a lot of stuff going on. Is he okay? I know we have half our planes are gone.
He'll be all right eventually.
What can we do for you guys?
Well, we just need a hangar to park the plane in for now, and
Fuel.
And refill.
yeah, pay cash, of course.
He says, excellent. He says, I appreciate it. He says, and to tell the truth, we only have what's remaining. I think we can get you guys about 3/4 full. We'll fill you up. And to tell the truth, I don't think there's going to be here anybody after noon. Just fill up. Don't worry about the cash, because I don't think anybody's gonna be here to service your plane. We're sorry about it.
So after that, after they leave us alone, we'll go in front of the plane again and be like, we'll pull out the phones. Nerdarchy Dave here from Nerdarchy, for nerds by nerds, hanging out with the crew, plus special guest,
Just Bart.
Yeah.
just Bart. Oh, and Heather, of course. And here we are on our journey to delve into the secrets of Gary Gygax and the real story of Dungeons and Dragons. We've already been assaulted by Uja's forces, the evil dragonborn druid, and I put it like do a selfie with him. Yeah, and the Minotaur wizard, which we handily defeated.
Which I Serenity Firefly quoted off the plane. Thank you very much.
Yes, so leave on the win. And so be on the lookout. These are enemies of our world. So this way, basically, they know. We describe them both.
So you're going to describe all the allies of Uja.
That we're aware of, yeah, as we come across them.
And we can't say where we are, but sweet home, something, something.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So at that point, you guys.
Oh, and look at our sweet plane. Till next time. Stay nerdy.
So, and you get a text immediately. So it's like your guys are closing up, and you get a text, and it says, "Mr. Riggins, where do you wish the copper egg to be delivered?" Mary Alice Whittingham.
Mrs. Whittingham.
Mrs.
Whittingham. Says she's got the copper egg. Where do we want it to go?
This hangar.
Here on
Okay,
the
so
plane.
you're going to give her the address right here for the hangar. Wow. It says, it isn't currently in Seattle. It will take us a little bit of time to get it. It is in our possession. And actually, she sends pics. And there's like this, there's this dude in full black, right? And he's got like and actually, he actually has, military equipment. And military grade equipment, and he's but he doesn't, and he's backed up, and there's actually the picture of the egg. So we have it secured.
Reply back sword egg ? Or just egg?
Sword. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Sword and egg.
All right. So actually, yeah, and that's a great point. She says, "We do apologize. We've had a very difficult time locating any of the swords. We have locations on all 3 of the eggs, and also right now." We can
give you the location on all the eggs. That's the easy part.
That's why it's we have failed to secure any swords at this point. We will do everything we can.
Well, I mean, the last one was in Cheesesteak Shop's basement, so
it is a clue. Thank you. We will and actually, while we have many militiamen who have been more than willing to aid us, we actually do not have great hacker skills, and we've been purchasing some and not getting our return on it. Go ahead.
Well, so I mean, there's some. I just have discussion to have when we're not on the phone with.
Yeah.
Well,
by the way, Republicans are bad at technology, unfortunately. Well,
until we run a social media campaign.
Let's just throw out a random insult.
I'm a Republican. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no.
It's a reality.
Realities aside, back to this reality. Once we're off the phone with her, I'm basically going to have this discussion of, so we're going to keep accruing eggs.
Right.
So we're going to carry every goddamn egg with us.
Well,
Thank you. You guys talking? You cannot keep these eggs. Are so
we need to centralize and have them guarded because we're not.
They're not huge.
Totally agree.
They can kill you by touching them or kill random people.
My experience is they've been awesome when we
They weigh 150 pounds each, and there's 10 of them.
Well,
we're not going to drag eggs with us.
It's not like we're going to drive a 53-foot.
You're right. We need a bigger mobile base of operations,
like a flying.
Or we start
aircraft carrier.
We get a group of nerdarchists together and have a bunker.
Can Siri fly a C-130?
That is a great point. All right. So you wish.
Yeah. What's
actually,
that plane that carries tanks?
So seriously,
C-130.
She says, Ryan, actually, as Jade Arneson has been putting up some videos along their ways to their various destinations, a second Nerdarchy team has emerged. And she said, so Siri begins bringing up pictures for you.
a second or a third.
The second. Oh, actually, the first one split into 2.
Yeah.
So that's Jade Arneson A and B, right? Hey, Jade Arneson Detroit and Jade Arneson California, all right? And so she says, Obsidian Gygax is forming now. Do you wish me to give them commands?
Yes, I wish them to centralize and fortify.
She says,
Please.
That is excellent. I would suggest the coal mines in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or the salt mines in the Midwest, in Salt Lake City.
PA.
Middle America is central to all the things that are going on. This is going around
Yeah, having
across
everything
country.
go.
And besides, coal can catch fire.
Plus, salt is delicious on everything. Am I not right, dude?
And then when you say that, I look over at the Dragon Ball.
And they keep all the original films from like the movies from the 20s and 30s.
So
and
when
on.
Dave
Kinda
materializes as a dwarf, is he shorter than normal?
Oh no. So one, let's get into that right now. So we've been keeping. This game has a lot of moving parts, as you can see. Right now, everyone is human. He has been given the dwarven template because he has lived as a dwarf his whole life, and I believe he actually qualifies for the benefits the dwarf
You're sure
gets. Exactly. And so his dwarf
Whatever, I can drink
simply
poison like it was
from
water.
his own personal human choices. And so no one has been given any racial templates. However, if you wish to know about if someone could take a racial template, you have a resource for that. There's somebody who's trapped between Faerun and Earth who could discuss that topic with you. And
Just,
you, anytime you
touch an
wish,
egg, make a call.
I do kind of.
and all it would take is one level from some way on Faerun for you to talk to her. All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Because I'm
okay.
feeling with all the ones I've rolled tonight, like my initial bias to want to be a halfling is definitely kicking in. So
He's gonna touch the egg and die.
You guys are past dying when you touch the egg. You are able to touch the egg without dying. What it does is every time when she realizes it's you, she stops drawing power from her people, because anytime anybody touches it, she immediately pulls her magic and starts stripping levels from her people. If she realizes it's you, it stops at one level, but you are stripping levels from her allies in Faerun.
So
That's the cost of a call to Quiryn.
the second point I wish to bring up
I'll be willing.
is the fact that though they are
fight barbarians, another attack.
the daughters of the American Revolution aren't very good at apparently finding the swords. You need only be in a city to get geolocation on exactly where the
Unless it
damn
only
thing
works in
is.
Philadelphia.
Well, that is the question. Do you feel we're in another urban environment. How connected do you feel to this?
Are we in an urban environment? We're in a hango. Could be.
You're in Alabama.
Yeah, actually, you're in Alabama.
Yeah.
Well, there are no metropolises in Alabama.
Mobile?
Mobile? Ohio?
All right, we're northerners. That's not okay. Anyway, go ahead.
So I don't feel any
No.
special connectivity here.
You are a cleric of Philadelphia, which I love. Being Philadelphia. Yeah.
Good
All right,
way to stop over
Philadelphia.
in Camden.
All right. So at that point, you guys are
Camden's
collected
definitely
up.
still a city.
You get in.
Technically, Woodbury is
And
a
I'm
city.
sorry. So Siri actually brings up on. So you guys are going. You're making a cup of coffee, and on a nice 48-inch screen, Siri brings up and says, "Please be aware that the following Nerdarchy warriors have been called up. Dan Estep. He is a corrections officer from Western Virginia, 27 years old. John Richter, Seattle, Washington. He is visually impaired, just like the Beagle Lily. All right. Yeah, forgot about that. All right. Sorry, got those confused. He says, William Coletti. He is en route now and will be landing in Canada, coming in from Dammam, Saudi Arabia, where he teaches English. 40 years old. And then also Logan Bernhardt, Oregon, Corvallis, Oregon. He is an environmentalist. And Ryan, he wishes to speak with you about plans that may be able to be possible now that there may be some significant changes in the nation and the earth.
And the ecology there.
Yeah, exactly. He is 6'2", 205 pounds, pale skin, brown hair, short, well groomed. I'm just describing what you're seeing. Full beard. He has long hair, which he wears in a top knot. All right, and that is Team Obsidian Gygax. All right, yeah.
It's a badass name.
Yeah, thank you. And so you now have two teams: Jade Arneson, Detroit, Jade Arneson, California, and Obsidian Gygax has now been sent to secure a bunker in Salt Lake City or in PA?
In Salt Lake.
Salt Lake City.
Now we just need tanks and
Right.
mortars.
Right, exactly.
Or Mordors.
All right, all right.
You don't need more than one Mordor.
You guys get so you're so
East and West Mordor.
who calls up the vehicle? You call up the vehicle. So you're able to call up your vehicle. Are you keeping it in the same form it was before?
Absolutely.
It served extremely well before, I have to say.
Because it's
All right.
nice and discreet.
Heather jumps out. By the way,
How about just
Heather
a
grabs
regular car?
all the
Yeah.
bags, and she, while you guys are watching and paying attention,
monster truck.
she's doing as much work as she can to be as helpful as possible.
We might not be able to go
Right,
under
and
the
then
overpasses.
so she, and then also she says, "Did you want me to take care of Cropston's body?" Like,
Yeah. I look at the
why don't we
guys.
just leave him?
I look at the guys-
Stick up the plane. Right?
I look at the guys. Bag of holding.
Oh,
How many times have we done this in game?
Yeah, we'll drop them in the bag of holding for now.
wow. Okay.
We'll give him a proper. We will give him a proper burial.
I'm feeling sick at this, but
All right. So you guys
Well,
spin
you
those
know,
wheels.
leave them
And
around.
Beast flies into the Alabama. Okay, you guys are cruising along, and you are literally on the back on the sets of Dukes of Hazzard. So these old so once you're going to Miranda,
flags.
yeah, you got it. It is old unpaved roads, right, with lots of 200-year-old craggy gnarled trees, right, and actually a storm starts to roll in, right, and so you guys are all fresh, and you stopped at where would you stop? Local
Chick-fil-A.
small. Would you give to a small local business, or would you stop at McDonald's?
Nah, no, we go to like a
Small
diner.
local, right? Yeah.
diner.
So you guys get some grub. You
We're
get
not
some
getting any
breakfast
falafel here,
sandwich,
that's for sure.
Yeah. Get some breakfast sandwich, some
Or
grits,
shawarma.
the whole nine, right? All right. So you guys pick that up. You're on the road, and you are in these really serious back roads, right? And you're going to where
The truck's very
Miranda
appropriate
Sullivan
for
is.
this.
And you're all you guys are back on your phones because your family is like, "Are you guys okay?" And you're telling them, "Yeah, we're okay. Everything's all right."
Except for Ted's family. They're
you have-
they know nothing.
Hundreds of texts from the Nerdarchy guys saying, "How can we help? Thank you for so much for telling us about this. We're getting our families to the mountains. We're contacting every prepper we know because they were all 100% right, right? And so you guys are cruising along." And all of a sudden, you get another text from Raven. Actually, this text comes into you, Ryan, from Raven Duracher Badel, and it is a lot. She is periscoping, right? And you can see, and she says, "Please have the Nerdarchy team watch this." Right? You pass it to every single one of their cell phones. You guys look up, right? And on there, and you.
I can't believe
Thank
there's a
you, Raven.
second female Nerdarchy fan.
There is Raven Duracher Badel. She's from Canada or Ontario, and as soon as she heard everything was going, she drove non-stop down to New York, and she is in New York Times Square, and she is periscoping Uja, and so you guys are like, you're like, oh crap, right? And so there is, and so at that point, you guys look up, and she comes around this corner. You can see like she's just poking her camera around, right? This man, it is a human male. He's 6'2", about 170 pounds, right? Very pale, and actually, so he comes forward, and there's just a man. He's in like what looks to be black skinny jeans and a hoodie, right?
That's what
he pulls up his sleeves, right? And she's like, right,
He is evil.
right. Oh,
He's
and
a
with
hipster.
Those skinny jeans.
He has to die.
Right. And with him
Yeah, it's personal.
are two people who have exactly the same clothes as the people you saw at the Juggalos. Two Juggalos are surrounding him, are behind him, and they both have red armbands on. Right. He takes his hoodie and pulls back his. He pulls his hoodie back so you can see and you can see his face fully at this point. It's clear also though that he doesn't see her, right? And she's about 50 feet away, and he pulls back his sleeves and his arms all the way up past where are covered with those sigils that Quiren had, and they are all like half of them are sparkling now. And at that point, he closes his eyes and he summons, and it's Times Square, right? It's about 9 a.m. There's hundreds of people around him, right? And at that point, and they have kept that place very nice. The Red Lobster is still open. The Broadway shows are still playing. There are hundreds of people around him. He focuses and drops, and you can see he lifts up about 50 people around him, lifts them up to 20 feet in the air and slams them to the ground, onto the concrete, right? And there's all these people, like some of them you can see fell wrong, like clearly were horribly damaged, right?
Well, yeah,
others
being
are like,
slammed into the ground from 50 feet. Is
right, and then at that point, you can see he kind of like, on another one of his sigils like glows bright, and the bodies begin to like circle up around him, right? And so between these bodies, he cries out, he says, I am Uja. He says, I slew I slew a Tarask on Faerun. I sundered the order of the silver, and at this point you can see everybody's phones like going up, right? And there are bodies literally swirling around him. He says, I sundered the order of the silver rose.
Did he say Tarask?
He said a fucking Tarask.
Yeah, exactly.
He said Tarask.
Right.
Yes, I'm out.
Right. He says, I have,
Where do we leave the dragon?
right. So she says, I sundered the order of the silver rose. 9 mages could not withstand my wrath on Kalamar. He says, I slew myself, an ancient dragon on Thracion. He says, on Athos, I have killed a brigade of Thrycreen. New York, and he like holds up his hands. New York belongs to me. You have 48 hours to evacuate this city. Or, and he says, if there are any who have not taken the red, and at that point the 2 juggalos spoke forward, and they point at their red armbands, and he goes, if you have not taken the red, I will slaughter each and every one of you. He says, my servants will slaughter each and every one of you. This city belongs to me, and it shall be the capital of my new realm upon this earth.
So we're watching the Periscope, and in the background, I see all the guys from ICP behind him wearing the red bands with the full makeup on, and they're like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Firing pistols up into the air.
Right.
not juggalos, the ICP themselves."
That would be it. They would be there. You're
They
exactly
go out,
right.
point out their guns, and shoot them in the air.
Yeah, and at this point, like people are screaming. And also you start to patch in other feeds like that are already popping up. Other people like with their cell phones up, picturing this, and he says, he says, my harsh words are over. I speak to all of you upon this earth. Take the red. He says, many of you have had to follow leaders who have clearly not demonstrated the strength to lead. He says, many of you who should be leaders, he said, who should be leading are following. He says, within my kingdom, you will only follow me, no one else. Take the red, and you shall be the first of the nobles of this land. You will be my dukes, my duchesses, my barons, my baronesses, my knights, my knightesses, my soldiers. You will follow no one but me. This world will belong to those who take the red. Take the red immediately.
So he's like in Times Square, basically.
Yes.
So Siri, hold this. I have her hold the phone. I patch into the like big screen in Times Square. I go, an arcane device of Ireland. Uja, eat a bag of dicks. Love,
So I'm a big 80-foot.
and then it winks out.
Yeah, before he does that, I know, and I'm like, and fuck you, ICP, and you juggalo bitches.
Oh man. Okay. So then winks out. Yeah. And he like turns around. He says, "You've been told 48 hours." And at that point, he ends with Thunderwave. All those bodies scatter across, right? And he just like walks away and seems to walk right in to see the Lion King. Right? That's a good Proceed. I got 48 hours to wait. Right?
I'm gonna put up a post on Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. That if if there happen to be any loyal nerdarchists who happen to be snipers, anyone wearing the red is considered a valid target.
Oh man! Wow.
Execute without impunity.
And at that point, you start getting hundreds of texts back and saying, "You guys are calling the Nerdarchy fans out as an army. Is this correct?"
Yep.
Yes.
I guess that would be the case.
Right. And then at that point, you guys continue just like screaming through these back roads, right? And your truck jumps over this knobby pine and skids to a stop. And down below is a small old 1-story house, right? You get out of the truck. You are deep in a swamp in Alabama, deep, right? You guys, you think that probably there's no mailboxes, anything like that. You walk forward, and actually, does anybody here have nature? You two,
Yes,
right?
we do.
I do.
You two, all three of you, immediately you stop, And this is like, there's an old 69 Camaro rusted out over on the side here. And there's all these moss grown all over this crazy house, this old house, right? And you could think this house is easily from the 1920s, right? It's kind of, and it's old, and a lot of the paint is chipped off. And in front of the house are 3 creatures just scrabbling and eating chicken feed. And you're shocked because they are dodos. They are dodo birds, which are extinct, right?
That's
and you're like, whoa, this is really odd.
I think Siri would have thought
I'm
that.
just gonna,
What would dodo taste like?
say that whenever we're doing any videos or postings, we're gonna make sure we strip out anything that gives location.
Geotagging.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
Just making
So you guys
sure.
go up to the door, and
I wonder if you can use Siri to like falsify the geotagging.
and Nate, you knock on the door,
Sure.
and this woman comes forward, and she opens up the door, and she's about 70 years old. She comes forward, and you can see she's very old. She has blonde hair, but you can see that probably 40 years ago she was beautiful, right? And she's wearing a hand-knitted sweater, and she goes, Nathan Riggins, right?
Are you
Yes.
Miranda Sullivan?
Hello, Mr. Riggins.
I am a big fan of Nerdarchy.
Riggins, I
Please come in. I have pecan pie. And we are a wrap. Thank you very much, Nerdarchy, for watching this video. Thank you guys for being willing to try something really unusual. And thank you for this session.
Yeah, good stuff, man. All
Thank
right.
you very much.
So everybody out there,
All right.
stay nerdy.